we rode on the bats. It was pretty awesome. Maybe some of us were not as good at riding on bats as we thought we were, but we rode on the bats across Necrotia to this, and we flew to the Skull Cave because we saw enemy activity in the area, which we could easily see from our recon bats.
Nice.
We landed and we slaughtered the cultists that were there. Pretty handily too. We kind of wiped the floor with them. Some of them tried to escape and we stabbed them as they were fleeing. I think one of them got away, right?
Yeah. No. Strike finished off both the people who were about to leave.
Excellent. Stabbing people in the back. My forte. Yeah, so we finished off all of the cultists. We kept one for questioning, or we kept a couple for questioning, and said that we would we would release them if they answered our questions. Turns out, haha, tricks on them. By release them, we meant turn them over to the city guard, which they didn't like very much. But they revealed to us that shit. What did they reveal to us? I don't remember what we questioned them about.
They basically said that you asked them if Verica was like inside the caves because you guys were like outside the cave and you were like, do we go in there? Do we keep riding the bats? What do we do? They told you that Verica was inside the cave with the rest of the cultists. And that the phase 1 of their ritual had been completed, and that phase 2, he said a kind of classic bad guy thing, being like, things have already been set into motion that cannot be undone. You will all perish. Mwahaha. And was like, yeah, phase 1's done. Phase 2 will be the death of you all. And that was it. And then you guys decided to go into the cave and spent like the entire day traveling through the mountains, going upwards instead of downwards, and eventually came to this giant overlook just as like the sun is rising in the morning, and you see this impressive army in front of you.
And none of us peed ourselves. We just came close to doing it.
Yeah.
Also, importantly, mostly to me, probably not to you, I sacrificed max HP, and in return, my pet bat, I guess partner bat, not really a pet bat, my partner bat sucked my blood, and I formed a bond that lasts several years at least. I think it was like 10 years or 5 years or something like that. That lets me communicate with the bat over an infinite distance.
What the heck? You stole their bat. These were rental bats.
I made a copy of the key.
He had a lease and he just decided to buy it, like that happens.
Yeah, it's rent to buy bats.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
By the way, which one was yours? Was yours Thana Strike?
What are my options?
It wasn't Luther because that was Dunbar.
It was the one that he and I were riding, I assume, right?
Yeah. I just don't remember what it was named, because
there was one named like Ambrosia or something. Wasn't
yes,
that one?
it wasn't Ambrosia, so it wasn't Luther. So it was either Kieran or Thana.
I believe it was Kieran.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Does anybody else remember if their bat was Thana or Kieran?
Weren't we only on like 3 bats though?
There are 4, I think.
There are 4.
Okay. I trust Strike.
Do you remember, Strike, did your bat take damage?
It shouldn't. No, it couldn't have, because we never landed. We were aerial assault the whole time.
Thana has taken damage and Kieran has not.
It's Kieran.
Rogrod, did your bat take damage?
Yeah, Brogrod and Company's bat was definitely landed for a while, like a couple turns.
Yeah, that had to have been it, because you guys landed, and then Matt, you had to program a new macro for the bat to take damage because they weren't supposed to take damage. And I remember that was not my bat. So I must have Kieran then.
Okay.
It's a
Yeah.
little awkward if
I-
you form an infinite bond and then immediately forget the name of the thing you just
It's like,
formed a bond with.
I really thought it was Thana, but like I can't remember. All right, are we saying that it was Kieran? I guess we're
Signs
saying.
point to Kieran.
All right, signs point to Kieran. I guess Kieran's your bat.
Ow.
All right.
I
Yeah,
I
and
was
then
gonna
you
say I also
guys.
could definitely
Oh,
use a review on what our plan was.
yep. And then so yeah, you guys came to the Overlook and you were like, "Holy crap, we can't fight these guys right now." You notice that the army is marching north. You talked to Story through the little bird on Dunbar's head, and by talking to Story, you all figured out that you believe the army is heading towards Galamark's sword in the Evergreen Cliffs. You think that that's where they're going. They want something to do with the sword. Um, because it is the strongest connection between this realm and the astral plane that exists in the material plane right now, and whatever plans this Abaddon army has must have something to do with the astral plane, I believe was what you guys were kind of thinking about.
Hmm.
And so you divided into teams of two, 4 teams of 2, and decided to split up using your bats. Because Strike can call all of the bats. He has a connection with his bat, but he can call all the bats for you guys. So he's going to call all the bats. You guys are going to fly off to different areas of Testria that are relatively close by because you only have basically a day to gather these forces and get them to the Evergreen Cliffs, which is not a lot of time. Um, and you can see we have little labels for like where people were going. Um,
Oh yeah, that is good because otherwise I was like, what group was I in again?
yeah, so yeah, you guys can see it how it says like Rowan's Camp and Seven Oaks above like Strike and Murdoch.
Yep.
Yeah, yep. So you guys were heading north to Seven Oaks to warn like the town, gather some military forces there, and to head a little bit farther north into the Great Hunt Wilds for Rowan. Shigure and Borif are going to follow the group as well as contact Ganzin since they have the communicator, and they're going to tell Ganzin what's going on and tell him to get his ass over here as fast as he can. Um, Brogrod and Dunbar are going to go to the dwarven mining city of Rechka and see if they can get some forces there to come and fight the good fight. And then Frift and Ella are on their way to the capital of Darkenmore, the vampire stronghold, Grimshaw, since they're also pretty close by and have already helped you guys, thus far to see what forces they can bring to the fight, since you're going to need a lot of backup to be able to take on this army. And the idea was for you all to meet. I think you basically said like in a day's time, on the day of the half moon, you all will meet at the sword. I believe was the plan because you're basically trying to get this fight done with before the half moon hits nighttime. I think was your guys' plan. So basically, in 24 hours, it will be the day of the half moon. So you have 24 hours to contact whoever you're going to contact and get yourself to the sword.
All right.
Anything else that people can remember that I am there that anyone has left out or have questions about loose ends, anything like that? Okay, great. Um, so how we're gonna do this? Um, instead of like really splitting up and doing kind of 4 separate encounters for all of you guys, we're gonna speed run this part of the sesh a little bit. You guys going to these various locations and gathering people. Um, Also, another thing the story said is he was going to go to the capital of Sungar, to Kalamark, and get some of his friends, because I guess he has friends there. Um, but all I want to hear from each of the groups is kind of like what your game plan is when you get to the place that you're going, what you're trying to like convince these, this group of people to do, and if there's anything kind of like special that you want to convey uh, to those groups. We're not actually going to go on to a separate map and like do the non-combat encounter for all of your groups, like talking to the leaders and stuff like that. But just kind of pretend that you're there, and what do you say? How do you approach the situation? Um, and then we'll see what kind of response you guys get. So we'll just go left to right. So we'll start with Borf and Shigure. Um, And I guess like for you guys, the idea is that you're following the army close by, but far enough away that hopefully you won't be sighted. You also have a bat with you, and you also have the communicator device. So I guess probably the most pertinent question for you guys is like, um, what kind of information are you conveying to Ganzin? Because that's kind of your main job besides following the army. And as you follow the army, you will note that it is heading just straight north. It gets to the Tiber's Pass, and it keeps going north. It doesn't go, left into Sungar. It doesn't go right towards Kingsbridge. It keeps going up. I guess this is mostly for Shigure since I'm kind of the
Yeah,
other
this is
person
just
here.
Jeff.
Yeah, sorry, I was
worries.
up for a minute. So yes, we're following the army. You said the army's headed straight north, which is more or less directly at the sword, right?
Yep, yep,
Okay,
and
and yeah, and we need to talk to Ganson.
yep, and so again, we're kind of gonna be like speedrunning it a little bit, just in the interest of time, and just because like it always feels weird to like split you guys up and have some people just not doing anything for a long period of time. So just kind of like very generally, what kind of stuff are you going over with Ganzin? What are you like asking him to do? Um, yeah, what do you want from Ganzin? We'll assume that you tell him everything that you have witnessed, and
Mm-hmm.
then what's like what are you hoping from him?
Um, okay. I would say, obviously, assemble, get as many of the agents to the sword, like camp out there if you must, and start researching or preparing any kind of ritual you can think of to keep the separation between the planes as it is,
Mm,
because I feel like that has seemed to me like the goal of these people has always been to uh, loosen up the barriers so that the things that were trapped in Abaddon can make their way to all the different planes of existence. Uh, so that would be like sort of my guess as to why they're going to the sword. And this army can wreak havoc as well, but that's always been my understanding of like their true goals. So I would say gather all the agents that you can, and camp out at the sword, be ready to defend it, and be ready to try and interrupt uh, enemy rituals.
it's Shigura, yes. Right away, just as you say. The time is here. Let's end this. And they will, Ganzin will give you the affirmation. Great, sounds like a plan. They'll make their way to the sword, and very good idea to start like preparing any kind of rituals that they can to maintain the separation of the planes. Yeah, good call there. All right. Ganzin and the agents who are with him are mobilized, heading towards the sword. Now we go over to Brogrod and Dunbar, making your way over to Rechka, which uh, is is kind of scared of the Agents of Ascent, considering the attack by Ixwain last time you guys were there.
Bro. What do you have in mind? I have some ideas, but these are your people.
I mean, definitely gotta hit up Floyd.
Yep. Okay.
Oh yes,
I was
Floyd.
thinking,
You,
I know we left Floyd a little frazzled last time, but it's under the bridge, And this the end of this is like some end of the world we're talking about. So Floyd will help us out. I was also thinking that I don't know, he might be back at the High Grim mountains, but that human we met, Giero, right?
yeah. Wow. Yeah. That's him. Well done. Good memory.
And I knew it was like Guillermo, and I was like, it's not Guillermo.
Yeah,
yeah,
Giero.
yeah, Guillermo. He was at. I think he was in Rechka when we first met him. Maybe.
Right.
And you know, like we went through that whole cow thing together. He'd help us out.
If we need a trump card, we could mention dwarves of the past who fought alongside others at the end times. And you dwarven people are a proud folk, justifiably so, and they wouldn't want to miss out on being part of that action. You know, I mean, look how famous some of those dwarves became through being there.
That's true. And you know, not gonna get too much mining done if we're getting ruled by the old gods.
Oh yeah, and you don't want to be the guy that didn't show up.
That's
Right.
true. Oh man, when that happens, you know, when we go out to the bars, and you know, you're the guy who decides to stay home after a hard day. It's not worth it. You go
We
out
wake
every
up without
time.
Punishments. Well, good. We have some ideas. Hopefully it won't come to that. I don't want to guilt trip your people. But
All right. Let's find my old friend Hloin.
Okay.
Let me bring up the map.
You guys will find Hloin, and he doesn't have a whole lot of influence in terms of the military because he's like a minor guy.
Yeah.
But I mean, Brogard still has friends in Rechka, and Hloin's got a bunch of friends, and they do recognize that this is a big deal. And you also learn that they have received word from the Queen of Sungar.
Oh. From the clan camps.
From Kalamark.
From Kalamark. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Queen from
Is that where we
Kalamark.
met Gyro? First
Yeah.
time? Oh, that's way, okay. That's way up there.
Yeah, I think that's where you guys first met him.
Yeah, I think it was because
met up there. Yeah.
we went to Kalamark first, like right after, like right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
First place you guys went.
Yeah. So we met him. Okay, we didn't meet him in Rechka. We met him in Kalamark. So he might be too far away.
And the Queen has told, has encouraged Rechka to mobilize its forces to help with the fight. And so Brogrod and Dunbar, you guys will meet up with a group of military dwarven captains, and they will take their fastest units and follow you guys to the sword, which are typically boar rider units. They don't have horses, but they've got plenty of boars.
That's what I'm used to.
So
The stubby leg.
so Brogrod, you can have a boar instead of the bat if you want Dunbar to solo the bat from now on. You can be right back on old Bristle.
It'd probably be best to have one of us on the ground. If you can manage the sky by yourself, Dunbar.
So I've grown close to this bat after we've bonded through violence.
That does tend to bond things.
Yeah, it's not exactly a good thing, but he seems happy and full, so I'm not worried.
Any
Yeah.
Any orcs with us, or is it mostly dwarves?
No, for you guys it is only dwarves.
Okay.
Queen Morgan has sent a message out to Ozerki, Yugarok, and the clan camps for any forces that are able to make it in a day's time to get themselves to the mountains. But of course, a lot of people are not going to have the ability to do that. You either need some kind of like extreme magical prowess to, do the Ganzen like planeswalk thing and like teleport, thousands of miles, or you need a very fast beast. And even the boars and the horses that the orcs use are not going to get them to the Evergreen Cliffs in a day.
See what I'm saying, Brogard? You don't want to be those guys. And the orcs are those guys and gals and wargs and whatever they. I don't know what goes on over there. Really, I haven't been there.
It's a crazy place. If you think, like, if you've been in any dwarven parties, those can get pretty rowdy. But those orc celebrations after a battle, oh, you're losing a limb probably.
Well, they're called the war camps. Like it must be bad.
Oh, I mean, it's tons of fun.
Oh.
As long as you can keep your head on your shoulders, it's an absolute blast.
They say that at the Battle of the Clan Turfs, 200 orcs lost their lives, and 120 of them were during the after party.
Amazing.
But all right,
So yeah, Brogrod and Dunbar, you guys have a sizable dwarven military force
let's go.
with you, following you through the Tiber's Pass. You guys are going to get there, like, pretty much right on time, a little bit beforehand. You're going to have to walk through the night in order to get there. But you will arrive at the sword with your military presence. And Holoin is also going to be joining. He's going to take up his mining pickaxe and he's going to fight.
I knew he would. I knew he couldn't say no.
I knew he would. All right, Ella and Frift, you guys are going to Grimshaw, and also, if you recall, Zuzarti's party was kind of tailing you guys. You left a little bit early for Necrotia. They're supposed to be tailing you, so you also want to try and meet up with them as well. And so, just any kind of general, things that are on your mind as you walk up to Grimshaw and are trying to get people to come join this fight for you.
I think I'm gonna appeal to them on the basis of our shared style of, like, I am adorned with some skulls. They have been known to wear that same sort of thing and have that same sort of setup. I can tell them, like, this things I know have been really rough for Grimshaw in the recent past. And if this army gets out there and starts, wreaking havoc across Testria, it's really not going to help things here. People are going to think that maybe possibly Grimshaw and Necrotia had something to do with it because, I mean, I know that they didn't, and you know that they didn't. But people see these, pointing like the skulls on my get up and like the flaming gems, and they just assume that all skull wearing, fiery, demony, devilish looking things are all the same. So, I know you're still kind of getting back on your feet and rebuilding the great vampire capital, but wouldn't it be better, instead of these demons destroying a bunch of stuff and sending, some angry Renthamites out here that are misguided and don't know black magic from demon magic, wouldn't it be better to have those same people see just how skilled and powerful these vampires are as combatants when they're, on their side? It might make them think twice about, getting all up in your business later on.
All right.
That's my general idea.
Yeah, good points. Definitely good points. And um, your mention of how people kind of thought that Grimshaw and associated angels such as Hasmed were behind this whole thing really kind of ignites the vampire military leader whom you speak with. and he does want to show the world that Hazmed was not behind all this and destroy the old gods for trying to make their deity seem like the utmost evil being that has ever existed. So kind of vengeance for their angel,
All right.
and they'll send some they can send some foot soldiers with you guys. It won't take them that long to get there, just kind of like on horseback, like some knights over there, and also they'll send some more of those bat riders as well,
Yeah.
that will follow you guys back to the Evergreen Cliffs. So you've you've got some vampire military presence as well. They're sending some troops. Lord Vazagoth is going to sit this one out. He's not going to be joining in the fun himself, but he's sending a good amount of vampires to help.
Understandable. All right. And then we
Um,
also gotta meet up with the other agents, right? Or is that? I guess we don't
yeah,
really have to convince them to come with us.
yeah, no, the other agents,
You better not.
the other agents will you will find in Grimshaw. They were tailing you guys, and they were also talking to like the military people in Grimshaw, like asking where you guys were, because they said that they saw you and they gave you some bats and all this stuff. And Zuzarti's party will, of course, join you all at the summit
Yeah.
of the sword. And in Grimshaw is going to be, they can only mobilize so many units right now at this very moment, but they are going to be preparing another military force to mobilize that won't arrive in time for the start of the day, but there's a chance that maybe later in the evening on that night, or perhaps the next morning, reinforcement units might be able to arise, because they're just not exactly sure, like is the fight just over if the moon comes?
Yeah.
Like, do we just lose? Is it is it just we're dead, or like is there time afterward? No one's really sure, so they're going to be preparing for kind of like the day after, if fighting is still happening. Yeah, okay. And then we have Strike and Murdoch going up to Seven Oaks to kind of like warn the townspeople that a war is about to break out, like kind of right at their doorstep. And then up towards Rowan's camp to convince him to fight.
So yeah, the Seven Oaks trip will be fairly straightforward. We will just arrive and announce to anybody. We won't have time to get an audience with anybody like incredibly important, because really the key in my mind is getting to Rowan's camp where the military is. So we'll do like a quick pit stop in Seven Oaks to alert some local officials and like the city watch and things like that they need to prepare to defend the city, and that like hopefully the battle doesn't get to the city itself, but we don't know what's going to happen. And then we will hop back on our bat and fly up to Rowan's camp. And where is Rowan's camp again?
It's like right north of Seven Oaks. Like it's not that far away.
Gotcha. Okay, so it has so how far away from the sword is it roughly?
Much less than a day's travel.
Yeah, so basically like our goal, we'll be arguing a lot on the bat as we're flying there about like how to troop formations, and how best to use each one of the types of military forces. And Murdoch is going to be arguing a lot about how we need good infantry fortifications, and they need to dig in our infantry to defend the area. Well, clearly he's dumb, and that's the wrong answer. And what we really need to do is prepare the horses for a good cavalry charge to wipe out the forces before they're even able to get to our army. So we'll argue about that literally up until the point where we open the flap to General Rowan's tent. And he's gonna like look at us and with exasperation of like, God damn it, I thought I got rid of you guys a long time ago. Like I have to deal with this shit again.
Yep.
But basically we'll say something along the lines of like how we haven't turned to him ever since we left the military, haven't turned to him for anything, and even during all the struggles that have been happening recently, we've tried to be self-sufficient, but now is the time when he needs to act, and he has really no choice but to commit his entire army to this battle. This is no other battle after this is going to matter. This is the one that's going to decide the fate of everything that he has sworn to defend. So we're going to try to convince him to literally uproot his entire army and march it, the few hours to the sword.
Mm-mm. Okay. Um, and your persuasiveness will definitely land on him. He seems not only motivated by the whole, threat of the end of the world thing, um, but also like he has a special interest in the sword, if you guys recall. And he
Oh
actually
yeah.
has like troops stationed there already, like some troops. So he wants to defend the sword if that's truly what these cultists are after. Um, and a lot of his forces are in the field. They are currently like literally waging war at the border of Guineria, and they're venturing into Sungar in the Great Hunt Wilds to search for um, more of that like golden antler stuff that you guys saw before.
Hmm.
So a lot of his forces aren't even like at the camp, but he's going to take every unit that he has at his camp, um, and bring them to the sword, and then he's going to send out some scouts to alert the other battalions that are kind of nearby, that will be able to make it to the sword within the next day, to tell them to get their asses over there. So he
And most importantly, he's committing his cavalry contingent, right?
yes, yep,
Mhm.
for sure, including himself. um so yeah, he every unit that he has at his camp is making its way to the sword, which is like less than 50% of his total army, but it's still something.
It's a hell of a lot more than just a couple agents.
Mhm. Yeah. Yep. And the people of Seven Oaks, they will uh they will station some military forces at the town, but they will begin to move their people into uh into the woods towards the east of the town, and like literally like set up like a camp outside of the town because they're just worried about their people. And they've also told their people if they have any friends in Ashwood or Kingsbridge, to go stay with them for a little bit of time to basically vacate the city. Um, it's not mandated; they're not forcing people out if people want to stay in the city, but they are strongly encouraging everyone to leave unless they're military.
I was gonna say as well, for Borif and I, we can, once we've followed the army for a decent bit, we can maybe try and double time it. We really know where they're going, so we should try and uh, get to Seven Oaks as fast as possible, so we have some time to rest, and we're not arriving, essentially just ahead of the army and then having to fight right away.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the army is gonna make its way through the Tiber's Pass and hit like the foothills of the Evergreen Cliffs, and at that point, you guys are like basically convinced that they're either going to the sword or they're going to Seven Oaks. And at that point, you guys can kind of turn on the turbo thrusters on your bat and get to Seven Oaks ahead of the army to to rest and then make it to the sword if that's what you want to do.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
hopefully find our way to either the other members of our group, or if not, then to Ganzen and the rest of the agents of Ascent.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Um. Oh boy. you guys will eventually make your way back to the sword. And let's see. Go to this. Sword map.
Ye-
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. So so you guys will arrive kind of one by one, at the sword. The first group to kind of make it over there, is
Yeah,
actually you guys can probably see guys in his
Yep.
team, can't you?
a little bit.
Let's hide them. They're not even the
Oh.
first ones here. The first group to make it over here is going to be, I guess it's actually going to be the team that we were just talking about. Um, it's going to be Murdoch and Strike and Rowan, since they were kind of heading in that direction anyway. They're the first ones to get to the summit, and Rowan is going to address all of his military who are here. And as you guys arrive, Strike and Murdoch, there are also mages sitting around the sword, looking like they're performing some kind of ritual on the blade. And if you guys remember before, he had you sap some of the energy from the sword and kind of like bottled it in some kind of flask, and it appears that they are doing that still. But he will tell them to disperse and gather his knights and cavalry, don't worry, Strike, and all that stuff, and get them and tell them to like basically get off the cliff, because they're having a meeting about battle plans. And he tells all of them to prepare for combat and to prepare for
Hello?
war.
Okay,
Hello?
Hey, Strike,
cool. All right, I'm back. I've had headset
you're
problems.
yep, no worries. You guys were the first ones to get to the sword.
Damn straight we were. That would be a problem if we weren't.
The second group to arrive, and as Brogrod and Dunbar arrive with their dwarven forces, they see that there's a bunch of Rentham knights, which brings them, it brings you guys some hope that other people have showed up. Um, but you arrive with some other dwarven military leaders and like a bunch of dwarven bear units who will also wait at the base of the like cliff area, because right now this is kind of like the summit for the leaders, the military leaders. And you can see that we've got Brenna, Greathorn, we've got Thragmar, Roughhide, Dane, Ironfoot, and of course there's Lloyd. Change these guys to this. Interesting. Sorry, I'm checking some stuff. Right now I gotta make sure to change all these guys to be technically a PC so that they change maps, they don't get a number. The next group to arrive, will be our Grimshaw squad, Ella and Frift. And you will come with Malik, one of the captains of the Vampire Knights. And you guys will also arrive with Zuzarti and his party. Here, I'll put you guys over here. You guys can be next to the agents instead of next to the vampire dude. Um, and next to arrive will be Ganzin and his squad. They will make it, and then we have Shigure and Borif after getting some much needed rest in Seven Oaks, which is looking very deserted at this point. The guy who runs the inn isn't even in town anymore, so you all have to sleep in the military barracks. The only thing that's really open right now, but it does you just fine. And then finally, uh, you're basically everybody's here, right? The whole gang's here, and as you're about to start discussing preparations, um, you see two giant figures appear on the horizon,
Oh,
and they're moving closer and closer to you. And you can see that there's two big figures in the air, and then a fair number of smaller ones as well. And as they get closer and closer, you notice that it's two giant dragons flying in the air.
where
I'm
is
gonna get
Carlson?
ready for combat.
Where is Carlson? That's actually a good point. Wasn't he like here too at one point?
He was, yeah, he was at one point. Uh, I'm definitely
He was here when
looking.
I got. He was the first one here.
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking to see if I can make out the distinguishing features of these dragons, because I know in the middle of that army there was a something that
Yeah.
looked
Does one of them
quite
look like it's
dragon-like.
green and black? Evil?
There's no green and black and evil. No. The only thing that will well, you don't notice anything yet. You can just tell they're big dragons. You've never seen these dragons before, any of you. And the bird on Dunbar's head will start to peep incessantly. Peep,
Oh my
peep,
god.
peep, peep. And as they get closer and closer, you do recognize one figure riding atop one of the dragons.
I
It is
swear.
Story
With dragons?
with
He didn't say his
dragons.
friends were humans.
He is not the one piloting the dragon. Instead, it's some of you will recognize the Queen of Sungar. Of course, Brogrod will for sure. Um, and
Weirdo! He's back!
yep, and Guillermo is also riding atop another dragon, another very impressive dragon.
They're all very impressive dragons.
And they have also brought some auxiliary dragon rider knights as well, that will land at the base of the cliffs with the other um, just kind of military battalions. Not a whole lot of they don't have endless dragons. They don't have as many dragons as Rechka has boars, but they've got a few dragon riders with them as well, and they will dismount from their impressive beasts. Hey man, what's going on? Sorry we're late.
You're not late. You're just in time.
Dragons.
What was that?
You brought dragons.
Oh yeah, I mean, nothing else was gonna get us from Kalamark to here fast enough. I mean, we had to bring the dragons, man. Come on.
This is great.
Where, where did you even find dragons?
I mean, uh, and he'll just look to the queen. This is my dragon, Droska, and this is Woer. Woer's dragon. They share the same name. Um, he doesn't talk much, but yes, we figured that because this battle is taking place in the Evergreen Cliffs, which are technically Sungar's land, that we should send all forces that we can to help with the fight. So every dragon knight that we had, and every extraordinary dragon that we had, these two here, we have brought to the fight today, and more units are also mobilizing, and will be here within a few days if the battle lasts that long. But it is an honor to fight beside the agents of Ascent. I've heard much about you, and I haven't had the chance to see this sword for myself. I've only heard the legends and the tales that have spread across Testria, and I have to say it's even more impressive and even more awe-inspiring than I thought it could ever be. It's huge.
It would have been rather convenient if the sword's guardians were still here. They could certainly have been helpful.
Hmm. Yes, it appears that the angels are tad busy with their own war. up in their own plane. But I see that we have a good number of forces. Thank you all for joining us here. Rechka, I appreciate you mobilizing on such short notice, and it's good to see that Rentham and Dark and Mora are also standing to fight against this threat to all of Testria.
How was Rowan reacting to her presence?
He seems stoic. You know, he's wearing a helmet, so you can't really see any facial
I guess that
expression.
is true. Yeah.
Um, and you know, Malik is also just kind of standing there and just ready to get down to business. It took you guys all about a day to get here, so it is now like the morning of the day of the
Hello.
fight.
Hello.
Hey.
And I guess I have a bunch of things to put in the creatures channel at this point.
We have
And
assembled our forces, Floco.
Oh, we have?
You're here just in time for the Avengers Assemble moment.
Oh. Oh, that's hype.
Mhm. Yes, and now we must talk strategy and how we want to use the forces that we have. Just uploading this stuff, and then we will here. Let's actually move to the next map, then I can upload all this stuff while you guys are talking. Oh, here's Horse Strike. Here's your Bat Strike.
He's not my bat. It's a bat that happens to also be paired with me. I don't own it. I don't own Kieran. Is Kieran a male or a female bat?
Male.
Our bond is more than just that of owner and property.
I see. Then
Is there
you and your
anything weird
brother.
about the? Oh, never mind. Okay. Huh. I don't know. The first time I tried to connect, I got like an error of some sort.
Wait, are we
Are
are
we
we
at the
on the new
Overlook?
map?
Not yet. I'm kind of here. I'll
Okay.
start the load because it's gonna take a long time to load. I'm just organizing you guys right now.
Yep, all good.
He's got a different token for every single member of our army. 14,000 tokens.
14,000. If you guys think your army's that big, I have some bad news for you.
No.
Not that
Oh,
big.
yeah,
George
where's the
wow.
showed up.
wars?
Oh, who did we get?
Ooh, 210. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember like what our records are.
Dude, that one map in Out of the Woods where it was the dragon army and it literally crashed the game and I couldn't save it because it was taking so long to delete all the
Yeah.
tokens.
Yeah.
That was probably like 400.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I'm gonna grab some water while this is loading.
But I think it was like 2 map duel patches ago. They improved its ability to handle like larger amounts of tokens, right?
Yeah, they did. They've done a lot with that. Thankfully. The big one. And this is where let's just say this map is budget. You know, there's definitely some budget in this map that was used.
We've expended some budget.
Yeah, we expended some budget.
Battle at the sword.
It's there.
Might see the high budget map.
High budget, big budget map.
I'm 2 loads away.
Oh, I'm only one.
I mean, Dan's probably
Oh.
already in, right? You've got host.
I'm in.
Host.
It's definitely a big map. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that background. That's a nice background.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, there's a lot of terrain around here.
There's a lot of stuff.
I'm concerned because I don't see 210 different assets. They're hiding from me.
There may be some assets that are hiding, but they're hiding intentionally. You're not supposed to see 210 assets.
All right, hey, come back. Load?
Welcome
Nope.
back. Still going? All right.
Yeah, 208 out of 210.
That's where I am. Oh wait, 209. Ah, I'm in. All right.
Oh, we actually got Rowan to not be a complete jerk for once.
And
Not be a jerk for once in his life.
if you do look with your eyes, it does look like he's got a couple contingents of infantry there in the middle. But it's a lot of lancers. Also, the bannerets all seem to be on horseback, and the sharpshooters do appear to be riding horses too. Just for the record, to put that on the record.
Holy
Just
cow.
For the record.
This map
Okay.
is huge.
The Bat Knights are terrifying. That's what I
you
want
think
to
you
imagine.
guys got the coolest Green Wars. I got Ghost Rider.
I want to imagine that's what I look like when I'm riding my bat, but I really don't think it is.
Oh my god, those guys are so cool.
Oh Jesus. The Rhythm White Cloaks just all loaded in.
Huh. Did these guys show up from somewhere other than Rowan's guys?
Yep, they actually showed up from Ganzen. Ganzen brought some forces with him.
Oh,
from Kingsbridge.
excellent. We have moons with health.
You do.
Okay.
And so I'm still loading in some of your guys' army because we're still missing the dwarves.
Wow, no one told us to screw off.
Persuasive.
Yeah. The main thing was just, it's a long way and some people couldn't get a full contingent there that quickly. That's why there's like only this many from Grimshaw, but
Yeah,
we
I'm
are
amazed at
pretty
Grimshaw.
persuasive. But it's easy to be persuasive when the world is on the line.
I don't know. I thought the dwarves were gonna say no to us. They did kind of seem to be like everything seems to blow up around you guys. If we just stay away from you, we'll be fine.
Yeah, the dwarves were mostly just like they're just concerned about the state of the world in its entirety, and they also got a message from their queen telling them to mobilize their units, so they didn't have much of a choice.
Yeah, because this is in Sungar, technically. That's why the queen herself and literally all of her forces are showing up.
Also, speaking of dwarves and stuff, we're gonna move the bats.
You guys got Rowan because Strike made the very good argument that this is the last battle that will probably actually matter in the world. So they could keep going north to Gwineria and everything is annihilated, or they could come down and help. And then maybe go march on Gwineria later. Who knows? And I pointed out to Grimshaw that even if this somehow doesn't end all of creation as we know it, blame for this will probably fall at least partially on them because our opponents look like they're all black and flamey and scully. So some shared experience there of being discriminated against by the Rentham Knights for looking like a suspicious character. What the heck are those? What?
Oh, what do we
Oh.
got?
Eagle
Wow, more
Knights!
stuff is showing up. We got.
Yep, those have also come courtesy of Ganzen
Oh,
from
shit. Okay,
Kingsbridge.
that's a lot of dwarf boar artillery boars.
Wait.
Don't mess with the artillery.
What the
Where?
heck? It's a gun bore?
Nice.
And
Oh,
last units.
man, we got some great stuff.
Oh.
And some people have shown up. Here, we'll
Those
put all the
boar
flying units kind of up
riders.
here. And all right. So we've got Rentham representing their ground forces, their aerial forces. We have Sungar representing Reshka on the ground and Kalamark in the air, and we have Grimshaw, Thurkenmore representing ground units, aerial units. And you guys will have to decide how you want to utilize these units as well as the NPCs that we have up here. If you want to go for a strategy that's pure, like, let's just keep everybody here and like defend at the sword. If you want to send some measure of units towards the army to like try and intercept them before they get here. If you want to try and like have some units waiting in the wings to like attack them from behind once the army gets itself into the Evergreen Cliffs. Um, the choice is yours. The main thing is that you all feel that it is extremely imperative for the agents to remain at the sword itself, for the entirety of the battle, just because it is the keystone object that you believe the cultists are after, and you're not sure what kind of wicked magic Azdan has up his sleeve. And it would be a real shame if you all went to go meet the army like before getting to the sword and they just like teleported some units over here or something like that.
Teleports behind you.
Yeah. So the agents, including you all, will remain with the sword here. Um, but how you want to use these other units is up for you to discuss with the other military leaders here. How many you want to remain here? How many you want to send off to fight the army beforehand, etc., etc.
I think it'd be a real waste of mobility, which is, as we all know, the most important element of warfare. To leave behind those two dragons when they have the ability to cover so much ground. Um, so I propose that War and Queen Morgan do not stay behind, but instead we said that they can cover the whole ground in just a couple of moments. So send them out into the battle to attack whatever areas seem like they need the most support.
Okay. Uh, we are the most mobile units, and we do have the best ability to catch enemies by surprise. So if you would like us to attack the enemy's back line as they're entering the cliffs, they're going to be, it's going to take them a while to kind of get up to this point as they start the ascent through the mountains. And the mountains are our forte. Our dragons may be big, but they can maneuver through the peaks with great expertise. So we're happy to kind of use some aerial warfare and chip at the army as they approach the cliffs. If I think that is, I agree with your tactics there, Strike. I think that is a good idea, and we should probably take some other aerial units with us as well. We can take our dragons, but as much aerial support as we can get would probably be good. Definitely, maybe the leanest of the aerial units. The eagles look pretty nimble. I'm not sure how the bats are darting through mountains, um, but perhaps we at least take the eagles with us.
Yeah, having something like that might be good because you just got two big targets. I mean, those dragons look pretty tough, but I think if those are the only things that they have to contend with, they might weigh you down with sheer numbers and shoot a million arrows at you.
Hmm. Exactly. We need to separate the army. We need to divide them with our aerial assault to keep some of them back while others march forward. So we'll have to wait for an opportune time when their army is kind of split as they make their way through the cliffs. They'll obviously have some slower units that climb the mountain, slower than the others, and that's probably when we should strike.
I've also always thought that an important element of warfare is the morale of the troops, and a key to maintaining morale in the face of a overwhelming enemy, or especially a terrifying, overwhelming enemy like the one we're about to face, is strong leadership. Um, Definitely not volunteering myself there, but I think we do have some strong leaders of each of these factions, and putting at least one of them down in each of the army contingents could be key to preventing our troops from breaking once that nightmare arrives. Any thoughts on which of the leaders here would be um, best to lead the troops in the field? The strongest, I guess, group leaders as opposed to one-on-one warriors.
So we can't send members of the Agents of Ascent, right?
Like
Um,
our Agents of Ascent or the Agents of Ascent in general?
so obviously the PCs will be staying here. Like the other agents of Ascent, you may send some of them if you would like, but they all also kind of want to be. They'd rather be near the sword, but if you feel like it's really important to have like Hammond out in the field because he's like used to military leadership, then like he'll go.
I was thinking like Malik or Thragmar, maybe one of them. Uh,
Hmm.
Somebody that the troops already recognize.
Yes, I'm more than happy to command my units as well as any others that would like to join us if Queen Morgan is going to be attacking from the skies as they enter the hills. Perhaps that would be a good time for us vampires to be waiting in the wings and also attack downwards as they ascend. Again, trying to split the army so that the full force isn't coming straight towards the sword. We can kind of catch them in the chaos of the aerial assault.
And what about Rowan himself? Do we think that he'd be best to keep up here at the sword or down on the ground leading his troops?
As you've pointed out, Strike, most of my units are on horseback. Horses don't fare very well darting throughout the mountains, so I think that we would either need to try and catch them from behind as they are on the plains, getting into the hills, getting into the cliffs, or we should remain here. We fight best on flat surfaces. So whereas the vampires who are on foot, the vampire foot soldiers, and then all the flying units, that are great at attacking as the army is ascending and climbing up the cliffs. I think that cavalry would be best on flat territory, which is either here or coming up from behind them as they begin their ascent to the cliffs. Because also from like you guys are kind of like watching the army. Also, like you have aerial units who are observing its positioning. It's going like it's on the base of the evergreen cliffs, like on the foothills, but it's not actually going to make its way climbing up the mountains until it's like close to Seven Oaks because it wants to spend as little time climbing as possible.
Mm.
Then I think maybe keeping Rowan behind and all those cavalry behind, the mounted units behind, would be a wise choice. This does seem to be their favorite terrain.
Looking at the composition of the enemy forces, not only do they have limited aerial capacity, but they also seem to have limited mounted capacity. I don't know if they actually have any cavalry.
You mean the enemy is like the demon army?
Yeah.
Well, we don't know exactly what the capabilities of demons on foot are.
I suppose that's true.
But they are on foot rather than mounted, so they're clearly
Yeah.
at a disadvantage.
Um, maybe those dogs count as cavalry.
You
They have
take that
4
back.
legs.
You take that back right now.
They have 4 legs.
But my thought is that maybe what we want to do is, so we can probably, like, the enemy is probably going to have limited scouting ability, because with our vastly superior aerial force, we'll have control of the sky, right? So because of that, we may be able to place some of our troops in areas where the enemy doesn't know where they are. Maybe we could hide some of Rowan's mounted units, like, off to the sides of this valley, and stick our heavy infantry, like, in the center, and try to, like, draw the enemies into a position where their flanks are exposed, and we can hit them with cavalry.
I think that's a good idea. I also like to think about which units we want to place where. Those artillery bores.
Mm.
Those are like a medium range unit, not like a super long range artillery unit, right?
They are fairly long range. They are longer than like a bow. That's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, like these things shoot like it's almost like a mini cannon. Like this is artillery.
Huh.
Like how the boars usually work is they're stationary. The dwarf loads in the cannonball, shoot the cannonball, and then being on a boar means that they're like very easy to reposition as opposed to like a normal cannon that you have to push around, and stuff like that. So, but
Okay.
when they're in operation, they'll be stationary and they can shoot far.
When the bore is in operation.
Yeah.
I think it makes the most sense then to take those artillery bores and just sort of scatter them through in like high places throughout the cliffs, such that it's very difficult for the enemy to like take them down, rather than leaving them vulnerable on the ground. Put them in places where they can harass the enemy, and then if troops start coming towards them, since these guys should have higher mobility because they're mounted, they can just retreat safely. And use them more as like harasser units rather than having all of them in one place to launch massive volleys.
Oh, okay. So we're thinking, like, have them move up and try to, like, shoot down on the enemies as they're, like, trying to scale the cliffs to get to here, but then pull
Yeah.
them back, like
Like-
before.
If you think about them as like if you think about like really old like musket warfare, the two options are to use them either as like a musket line where they all fire at once for a like devastating effect, to make up for maybe lack of accuracy of a single unit, or you use them as like sharpshooter units where you place them strategically such that they have the maximum amount of time that they're firing, and while one individual shot may not have a huge effect, they'll have so much time that each artillery unit is firing that over time it'll have a big effect, whittling down the numbers. The first is the like musket line is more of a dramatic one shot effect, but it leaves them like kind of a bit vulnerable if we're not able to protect them.
Yeah, I mean those boar riders seem like they could get rushed down if some of those demons get too close.
How fast are boars in comparison to like light infantry or like cavalry? Is it like I imagine it's a lot less faster than a horse, right?
Yeah, less fast than a horse by like a decent amount, but certainly still much faster than a ground infantry.
They're natural sprinters, right?
Exactly. So if we're talking about like, short bursts is what you want from the boar, Like the boar can reposition itself as fast as a horse, but if you want the boar to run like over the, over a plain, it's not going to be able to do that as fast as a horse.
Yep, that's why I think we keep them in the mountains then, rather than in a situation where they might have to have a big like long retreat. Just put them in cliffs that are hard to get to, and then if they get attacked, their little squads of boars can just sort of like sprint up to another mountain location, and then have an opportunity to fire at boars or enemies that are like really exposed trying to climb cliffs to get to them.
Makes sense. Let's see. The enemy force seemed to be fairly heavy on what looks to be heavy infantry, and also a whole bunch of magic user looking individuals. We haven't seen them in action, but it looked like they had a lot of wizard dudes. I suspect that like those wizard dudes will engage our ranged contingent, right? Because they're effectively the ranged contingent of the demon army.
Yeah, it seems like a reasonable assumption.
So maybe like that is our plan. We if we're looking to like split up the enemy force, maybe having the boars, the artillery boars, like up in some like locations where they're difficult to access from the ground and can be providing like continuous fire into the battle, which would lead the enemy to break off their wizards to try to do like an artillery duel with our boars. And then with the wizards separated out from their heavy infantry, we could run them down with our more mobile cavalry.
Probably the other thing we want to be too cautious about is committing like way too many troops in too dense of a position. If we have just like a huge mob of infantry in one spot, they may have some like really advanced magic that can deal some massive AoE attack against us. So we want to be fortified, but we don't want to put like all of our top most high value units in one location, at risk of like them calling down some doomsday attack on us and completely murdering us.
That's a good point.
All right, so I'm going to So are we set for the aerial strike plan? Like these, um, where the two dragon people, they're dragon riders, and then the eagles are going to be like doing like aerial harassment and like trying to divide the army. That's like phase 1 or whatever. We're good with that plan.
For sure. Yep.
Okay. I'm just gonna like move these units like kind of away so we can visualize what we're working with here.
I guess before we send off the eagles, they're probably going to be operating like separately from us for a while. It might be nice if we could know what they had accomplished. So if we could like send one of Ganzin's communicator devices with like Queen Morgan, maybe they could inform us of how they split the army instead of them just like vanishing and being like, well, I hope they did something.
Okay, yeah. You guys have 3 communicators, so we can give one to Queen Morgan.
And I've got communication with I guess like through my bat. My bat can communicate with the other bats, right?
No, it could just do that because it was next to them last time. It can't do it through like telepathy.
Dang.
No secret fourth communicator.
Ah.
You can see through your bat though, so if you wanted to send your bat off with like the flying units, you would just like see what was happening, because like it's just you and your bat would be separated.
Maybe we can do that at some point. Like, we can use my bat as a scouting unit. Have it, frequently flying before the actual battle happens. Before the battle gets up to us, have it deployed with the other units, so that we can keep an eye on how the battle's going.
Definitely an option. And then we said the second kind of group is going to be Malik's group, which will be like kind of hiding in the mountains waiting for the aerial strike. And they're also going to work on dividing the enemies.
Hey, did we run into that guy during the Grimshaw coup arc in the Monsteria campaign,
I think
or
so.
does he just look similar to all the other vampires? They all look.
I think you did run into him because this is one of my favorite images of a vampire like night. So I
Okay.
could see myself using that before. And you guys were also talking about like having a strong. I mean, I guess you've got a strong military presence with Queen Morgan in this group, but Giro also is like a captain, so he could also like go somewhere with people. But okay, so I just want to kind of
Maybe we have Giero. If we aren't keeping, if you don't if he doesn't feel super strongly about staying with us, then maybe we have him go with like the largest group of artillery boars if we're splitting them up. So that way he could help coordinate them somehow. Although it's unfortunately he can't like communicate with all of them, but I feel like they could probably use some sort of commander trying to coordinate them a bit, and he would probably be the best one for that, right?
the dwarven commanders like Thragmar.
Oh, right. Oh yeah, that would work. Forgot about Thragmar and Dane.
We've had a lot of experience with these artillery boars. You can command them well. Here, I'm going to see if this works. Give me one sec. If I double click ownership, all players. Can you guys click on like this boar, for example?
Clicked on him.
Like and
Yeah.
move him? And, like,
No,
move
we
him?
can't move them.
No.
Bummer. I can't like mass
Oh
set
boy.
them to like
Uh-oh.
have you guys have ownership of them. That's too bad.
Could you make like just make a big square that covers them and just give us ownership of that?
It won't allow you to like drag them though. I mean, here's what we
Wait, is Rowan himself here?
can. He is.
Oh.
He's ready to
Oh,
party.
I didn't see him earlier. Ah. Did we ever find out what he actually did with the sword?
When you guys showed up here, you saw that he was using mages to like suck energy from it.
Oh, okay. He didn't
Uh,
like unveil that he'd accomplished some incredible thing with that.
No.
He just
Nope.
okay. Good to know that's been happening.
You guys should have control over these boars now, the artillery boars now. Hopefully, you drag them around and stuff.
Yep.
Oh,
Congrats,
we
the
did.
boars are yours.
Okay. Okay, so looking at what we've got. Are these the Rentham White Cloaks? Are those infantry or cavalry? There's
Cavalry.
a horse in their picture. Okay, they're cavalry. Oh, we have a lot of cavalry. All of our boar riders are cavalry, and all of our White Cloaks are cavalry, and most of Rowan's guys are cavalry.
Turns out the only guys who could get here in time were cavalry.
This makes sense. All things considered.
And it shall be recorded in history books.
In the history books, it should be recorded what percentage of the reinforcements were cavalry.
Yep.
Let's just do our best to make sure there actually are history books.
And on that day, we crushed many foolish men on horses and foolish dwarves on boars.
Let it be known that I may be a foolish man, but I'm a foolish man with a horse.
Don't you
Rather,
ever
technically
forget
speaking,
it.
right now, I guess I don't have a horse. I just have a bat, but same concept.
Give you guys ownership over the dwarven infantry or dwarven boar riders as well.
Are you having to do this on each individual guy? That is painful.
Well, I just made one and then copied it.
Oh, okay.
That's why like they keep disappearing and then reappearing. I also did it for the White Cloaks. The Rowan's forces will stay Rowans, but the rest of them, you guys can move and
okay.
stuff, and decide where to put these guys. Also, you see these runes right here.
Oh yeah.
These are from Ganzin,
Oh.
and they are meant to ground the material plane, like Shigure suggested.
I missed just.
Shigure was with Borif, and we were the ones following the army closely and watching its path, which we figured was headed this way, and confirmed. And so then we called ahead to Ganzin to tell him to gather the agents and prepare a ritual, or prepare to counteract enemy rituals that would be trying to bring the material and other planes closer together, since that was
Oh.
Shigure's best guess at what the enemy's goal was.
Good point. Oh, maybe they'll also stop the enemies from like pulling more dudes in from the other side. I could see them having so many people in there. Okay. Okay, well, so if we don't have control of Rowan's guys, then our only ranged people that we get to distribute are the artilleries. So I guess we just sort of scatter them on top of all the cliffs.
If they've got a long enough firing range, it seems smart. And I feel like boars aren't quite mountain goats, but I'm sure they can handle some pretty uneven terrain.
Probably more than a horse.
That is a
Yeah,
good
I would
point.
think more than a
Is there
horse.
like a consideration with like getting a boar up onto something like this?
The boars you may get onto any terrain here except for these side pieces.
Okay, that makes sense.
And also just like these side pieces are like it's very steep and they're mostly here just like as a visual of like the
Yeah,
end of the
that
map.
makes sense.
So let's not
No,
station
no
units up here.
one's going up there.
Yeah, but they can go anywhere else. And I'm just gonna go use the bathroom real quick while you guys are deciding.
Okay, well, we got a lot of cliffs and a lot of boars, so let's start putting boars on cliffs.
Let's start putting boars on
It's
cliffs.
a boar on cliff kind of night.
Shigure is very happy to let the tacticians do his work. He's gotten more used to bigger battlefields, but still definitely most comfortable fighting people one-on-one.
Positioning mounted units is that's one of the few things Strike's good at.
Frift has a similar inclination as Shigure, except she is not one of the ones in the one-on-one that she prefers.
But she still thinks of it as a one-on-one.
Yeah, she prefers the one-on-one. She is supervised.
We should make sure not to ignore these two side lanes.
Oh, that's fair.
We'll probably just want to grab several guys, stick here.
Yeah, I assume we're gonna have to move these white cloaks off of the wall, but they'll get moved later.
Here, I'll scooch them down. Unfortunately, we can't move Rowan's guys, but he'll.
They're cheating, or
Yeah.
if they're not cheating, they're very poorly positioned.
Welcome back, Carlson. There are dragons.
I saw Dragon Knight picture.
No, there's also huge dragon.
Huge dragon.
The queen of Sungar is riding a giant dragon. So is her
Oh,
friend Woe, riding his dragon War.
I see that.
Okay, we get 3 more guys to
Big
place.
dragon?
Why don't place someone up here?
Oh, big dragon.
Um,
Just like critically understaffed.
and these things have super long range too, so like we might hold back maybe hold back 2, like here as
Oh,
like
yeah.
really far reserve
Yeah, no, that's
actual
good,
artillery
yeah.
units.
Yeah, we want to have the whole point of this interlocking field of fire is that we want to have guys who are able to fire down into positions where the other guys are. So yeah, that makes. Okay, this looks pretty good. So now we've got all
I
these
do.
boar riders and all these white cloaks.
I will make sure to thank these guys for their sacrifice before the battle begins.
Oh my god.
Because these boar riders are, if
means
we do want to keep those guys there, those boar riders
Oh,
are probably not making it out.
Oh yeah. Maybe we should. Give
I'd
up
say
that
maybe
position.
you could pull those guys back to like a different thing, like even up here where like there's
Yeah,
other
yeah,
guys on there, but they're a little
Where they
further
have the
away.
hope of retreat at some
Yeah,
point,
yes,
rather
yeah,
than
I
just
don't need
like,
this one. Yeah.
okay, you'll be the guy who stands outside of the moat. Thanks for your sacrifice.
Yeah.
You're what we call a human landmine.
Yeah.
In destroying you, they will slow themselves down a little bit. Their blades just a little bit duller.
All right, we know who's not
Okay,
in charge of the
um,
pre-battle morale speech.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's great morale.
3,
Everyone
4,
is
5,
useful.
6, 7, 8. So 40 of those guys by.
You can stop a sword once. Actually,
4.
You're not
They've
going to
got-
probably stop the whole sword.
yeah, if they've got some people over there that can swing as hard as Gorax can, they aren't going to stop anything.
Okay, so we've got 40 white cloaks and 52 boar riders to distribute. I think probably we want to like generally keep guys like we probably want to split these guys into like distinct like smaller groups. But
Yeah,
have
like
each smaller group be composed of only white cloaks or only boar riders.
for the white cloaks, I was thinking we put like one contingent, like break them into thirds, 1/3 here, 1/3 here, and 1/3 here.
Okay, yeah, it looks like Rowan's guys sort of have that left area taken care of, so maybe we don't need to distribute any more troops there.
Yeah.
Rowan will take care of this lane.
Plus, he's got like probably the most defensible lane too. It's like a narrow pass to get up there, and he's got good troops here on top of either of those little cliffs. So
Yeah, honestly,
I was
Rowan's lane
thinking
is
like
looking so defended that like maybe we could pull those 4 boar riders from like this thing that only shoots into Rowan's lane, like redistribute them into an area where they can hit up the center lane as well.
maybe we pull 2 of those guys out. Like take 2 of those guys and move them
And
here.
And you guys get word from your scouts that the army is approaching. It is making its way up into the mountains. It is climbing the mountains, and it is on its way to the sword. So the dragons and the Grimshaw units are going to dispatch. And I'm going to give you guys another 5 minutes for prep, and then we will go.
Okay. I still
Anyone have
like
these?
the idea of sticking some of our cavalry, like hiding in the trees over to the sides. Like cavalry in trees can swing battles. You know, have them wait to try to charge at something that looks vulnerable. I think that the White Cloak's horses are probably faster mounts than the Boar Riders' boars.
Yeah, that's probably
Um,
true.
so maybe we split off like little squads of like a half dozen and put them in like the trees on each of the two sides. Um,
Yeah, that seems very reasonable to me. They're all hidden.
then gives us you White Cloak. Grab
And then
these.
what do we want to do with these boar riders? Yeah.
Distribute some of them over to here.
Maybe we keep those guys in like smaller little parties,
Yeah,
like
we'll
smaller groups, so they
subdivide
can
them a bit.
do more like harassing. Get off that tree.
Get off that tree. All right,
We've got a
everyone
war
roll.
to fight, son.
Yeah, Striker walking by sees someone in a tree. He's like, "Get out of that tree!"
All right. Hammond's gonna come over here because he likes to fight with Rentham and with Kalos.
So let's see. So probably what the demons are definitely going to do is they're going to run up to this cliff, climb up here, get onto the same area as these artillery boars, right?
Yeah, we
Those
might actually
point.
want to put some boar riders up there with them, just to help defend
That's
them.
what I'm thinking. Is we pick up one of these, yeah,
Yeah.
4 squads of boar riders. And also since we like can be like completely certain that that's going to happen, I think that the artillery bores here should be able to shoot onto that platform, right?
Matt, you tell us.
Artillery
That's
boards where?
like
Here.
Oh
that's
yeah.
about
Yep.
80 feet, maybe.
Yep. Well, we'll say the boards have like 100 range.
Ooh,
Okay.
full
I'm
hundo.
sort of inclined to grab a couple of the bores from the Rowan area and move them over to here to help, provide some more covering support onto this platform. And that, inevitable thing happens.
Yep, that's reasonable.
Should we have like some sort of overall quick tactics discussion before the army gets here of like let's say that the demons start to run down some of our frontmost people here. Are we giving them are we / their commanders telling them that they should like just stand there and fight to the end, good luck, we will remember you, or like
No,
fall back if you
I think
can?
we should fall back because we have such awful terrain moving upwards. We can cover their retreat, and we should try to like prioritize having our units fall back, um, and maintaining the high ground as much as possible. So I think
Yeah.
like if this position gets overrun, rather than having all these ranged units try to like fight to the dire end, we should have them hop off and retreat to another position while they get covered by these artillery bores here and the boar riders up top. Like I
Yeah.
definitely think we should prioritize retreating and maximizing our use of the high ground.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is that a lot of these guys are way, way, way outside the range that like we can help them at, which like obviously makes sense. This map is too big for any of us to cover that much of it without like walking really far away from the sword. But I also don't want to just stand up here and watch all these poor folks get killed on our behalf.
Yeah, I think our line in the sand is not like out here. The purpose of having troops out here is to just, give our ranged attackers as much time as possible to be shooting at the enemy. But like, yeah, we want our guys to pull back into the cliffs as they get more heavily engaged.
Okay.
All right. Well, time is up. The armies are going to be on your doorstep before long. So I think it's time to distribute yourselves amongst this this map, and you guys will get word from the from the dragons, from Queen Morgan, that they have been somewhat successful in dividing the army, at least stalling a bunch of their troops. But they can't stall everything, and that giant dragon
Mm.
that you guys saw is proving to be a very formidable foe, and he's kind of branched off and started to fight the Sungarian dragons. So at least that big old scary dragon guy is occupied right now. And
Some
to
solid
Well,
dragon on
that's
dragon combat.
well, that's very
exactly.
good.
That is good. And I'm going to
Should we see the enemies before we distribute, or should we distribute ourselves before we see the enemies?
I'm gonna show you guys the enemies because I think that you have enough time like seeing
Oh
them
yeah, we
from
have intel. Yeah.
yeah, and with your intel. Um
Oh. Good luck, Rowan.
wait. Hold
Really hope they manage to get something workable off of those that that sword juice that they stole. Strike, what are you doing down there?
This is where I'm positioning myself.
Oh, that makes sense. He's on a bat. Yeah, fair enough.
Don't you wiggle
Uh,
my
Our
bat?
party is about to be diminished by one.
Sorry, I had to wiggle your bat because I'm moving a bunch of enemies that you can't see right now.
Don't you wiggle my bat?
You sure you want to be?
the bat.
Hey man, if we've got troops here, I'll be here. I'm on the bat.
So hey, Draco, does he like have wings? He looks sort of like that pterodactyl villain from Spider-Man. Um,
He does have wings.
is he? Has he been flying?
No, he's actually walking, and he looks like he's made of complete sludge. He leaves this green ooze wherever he walks. And he just walks around with this gross slime sticking to the ground wherever he goes.
It's a game
And I think that's it.
Wait, what? This is the best image I've
Yeah.
ever
It's
seen in
so
my
good.
life.
This is one
Oh.
of my favorite.
This one's a classic.
I
I
wanna
don't
turn
want a
people
cure
into
cancer. I
dinosaurs.
want to turn people into dinosaurs.
That's real.
I mean, that's what being a villain's about. Yeah, that is the
That's an
real,
actual panel. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
the real dialogue, unedited.
Wow. Real dialogue right there.
Uh,
Okay.
so
Tribute your PCs.
yeah.
And somebody find good battle music.
I have it.
All right, hit us up, James. We need it. I need it.
Okay.
We're about to get real.
It'll be highly real.
How do you decide where to put yourself on a battlefield like this?
No,
That's a very good question. How do you decide?
It's important. You got to get like relative stuff, you know?
The trick is to
Like,
just put yourself as far into enemy lines as you can.
no, see,
Not
disagree.
all of
The
us
key,
have a bat to ride away on.
the key for me is that I need to be positioned in such a way that Gorax is between me and all of the enemies. That is what is.
I think you may want to be slightly further forward than that.
No, I want to see where the rest of our group goes because I can't be too far away from everyone.
I'm going on high ground behind people.
But when you say behind people, do you mean like behind enemy lines or behind our defensive units?
Okay.
Behind wherever
Units.
you guys are.
Okay, I thought you were just saying
Behind?
get behind.
I'm behind.
Behind people.
I'm down to be like here.
Oh, give me this Soulsborne mix.
Heck yeah.
Unfortunately, I am not mounted when most things are. I'm not mounted and not ranged when like most things in this fight are one or both.
am I not full HP? What the heck?
Oh yeah, please everybody reset your spells and HP. Good call.
Oh.
Make sure to record stats.
Oh yeah. Oh, do we get the stats from last fight?
We pressed the button. I don't think we concluded it.
Well, do we want to flash
let's-
stats from
yeah,
last
let's-
fight before we record
Yeah, it's
stats for
before
this
it's
one?
too late.
The EOE stats.
Yeah,
UE stats.
Forgift.
he wasn't in the fight. It's not fair.
Not bad, Murdoch, on the damage dealt.
How the
Yeah.
heck did I do that much damage? What was last fight?
Wow, beat me
It was
by
the bat.
one.
It was the
Beat
bat
me
that
by
did damage.
freaking
Oh, it was the
one.
bat.
Yeah, it was the bat that did damage, not Murdoch.
Okay.
Oh yeah, last fight was the fight where I cleaned up.
Yeah,
Oh, I got a kill.
It was the bat master.
Yes, and then please hit record stats. Very good call.
Alright, first I'm going
Record
to
stats.
God.
Where is? Where is?
and then that. Okay.
So, I'm a little lost. Can we put ourselves anywhere?
Yep. Literally
God.
Ourselves anywhere, but we were saying that we probably want to stay somewhat close to the sword because we think that the sword is, you know, their ultimate goal. And as Murdoch pointed out, if some of them have like some Ganzen level magic, as we have seen some of the cultists having, they may be able to sort of like planes walk to places that we don't really want them to go.
Right.
And like, the reason that I'm not moving any further forward with Gorax is that I'm a bit concerned that someone is just going to like bin like right here by the artillery bores. Like if we move too far forward, and it's going to start causing problems.
Where are you gonna be? I can't find you.
I'm here.
Where's
I'm-
Ella?
I'm
Oh,
right in
you're right under me. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we
I just
can't
think
find
Ella and I should be separate.
Oh, he's with his boys. Nothing to see here. Just another artillery bore. Oh, I left my bore at home.
I'll take this spot in the woods.
Whoa.
I like my personal space.
Probably have someone with him.
Someone follow that bear.
Listen, I'm not a fighter.
You're not a fighter, so you need a fighter with you.
I'm
This
not a
is no
fighter,
time
so
to
I
go
go off on
smoke in
my.
the woods.
I go solo during combat.
Hey, I feel pretty safe right here, surrounded by Rowan's bowmen.
Rowan's Bowens.
Alright, maybe I'll stand on the ledge. How does that sound? Get that range differential.
Big plays.
I like it. I mean, I'm standing here between me and Ella. I think
Yeah,
got like the sort of last line of defense thing going.
Dear Lord. Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna move down a little bit. The next like tier. These little like serpentine paths. Gorax take up the whole lane of travel. Surely they won't climb walls.
Surely.
Surely, who would do that?
Has everyone moved themselves where they want to be? To
I think so.
the best of their ability?
Yeah, yeah, I like where I am.
Yeah, I think I like where I am. Like I said, this is about as far forward as I'm willing to go. I think
Yeah.
because we need someone that can shred near the back just in case someone slips around the
You're
outside.
the ace in the hole.
I'm not too far in the hole to help.
Yeah, you're pretty deep far in the hole. But you're there. Okay. Okay, I think. All right.
Nope.
Nope.
We are all battles.
What's my range from up here, Matt?
Just calculate how high up it is, and that is the range differential. Oh, but you're like way up there. Uh, if you're way up there, just go 30 feet from the base of the cliff.
Okay, so I can hit anyone under me?
Oh, Brogrod moved
Yeah.
up.
Okay.
Wait, can everybody
I
highlight
like
themselves right now?
Brogrod.
I've lost everyone. Can everyone just highlight themselves?
I've lost
Report
my
in.
team.
Yeah, I'm going
Okay.
with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I can literally only heal Frift.
Yeah, you should probably move.
Shigure, I'm probably gonna after doing some swoop attacks, I'm probably gonna retreat back to your position so you're not solo over there. I also think that our cavalry contingent should probably wait a little longer before we signal them to attack, because that way, or at least on the right side, that way those guys aren't fighting the legionnaires here, but they can hit those those necro sages, because I think those are the guys we want the cavalry to focus down. I guess we can't
Yes.
really communicate with the cavalry at this point, so it's up to
Ideally,
those guys.
they have the sense that they should be trying to charge into mages, not.
That is why we told them to go there. Is we told
Yes.
them that they need to be hitting the mages. So
At this point, it is up to the the officers.
this is not 21st century combat. We do not have a communications link with every single one of our soldiers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Shigure, I put myself here because I was a little bit worried about the right side, just eyeballing it. And I'm just gonna see where it looks like I'm needed most.
Okay. All right. And
Would it be possible for us to assign one of the other agents of Ascent, or like some of the other agents of Ascent, to watching the ultimate flank where like the sword is?
Yeah.
So I can move up a bit, so I can be down there with everyone else.
Here, we will assign these members to watch the sword itself.
All right. Gorax wants to play in the ball pit.
I guess I'll be here then. I don't know. Sugar is stay near this cliff. So at least I have some healing target.
Yep. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
And I'm gonna.
No, go for it.
I'm gonna pass the time while we're waiting for their army to finally show up. Just trying to like sneak Gorax into the White Cloaks ranks without them noticing.
Yeah, they're gonna be very aware that he's there and scared. Uh, and before you guys kind of all distribute and get ready for combat, Ganzon's gonna call a gathering of the agents.
Yes.
This is it, everyone. This is where we snuff out Azdan and his followers. Well, at least his followers, for good. And without them, he's nothing. We have to give it everything we get, everything we have. And we've accomplished so much. And I feel responsible for the whole reason that we're standing here today, seeing as it was I who opened up these planes in the first place. But we will be the ones to close them as well, and to destroy the forces of Abaddon. They cannot, they will not defeat the angels. So I'm going to need all of you to call upon the power of the angels as well as we're fighting. We will need their help.
Got it. Call up Oisal or dang it. Horus. God. I'll call upon Horus.
Some other agent shows up.
Listen, I was never much
Oisal.
for these. I never understood much about angels before this, okay? Just because I helped make these ones. It's still a learning. Yes, I will call on Horus gladly. Time comes.
And when this is all over, I'll see you all back in Kingsbridge. We'll have a nice feast like the good old times.
I'll hold you to that feast.
So all of you better make it out. No being a hero. We all have to join hands again at the Oak Smug after this is all done.
Oh, Gunson, we're already heroes.
Well, perhaps we know that, but now it's time to show it to the rest of the world. Thank you all for everything you've done, for helping me realize the error in my ways, and for saving me, and now for saving Testria.
If it weren't for you, we would have never come together, so really should be us thanking you. Proud to call you guys my friends.
Indeed.
Out for one another and charge forth with confidence, for we are the agents, and this is Testria. And we will defend our homeland.
And let us defend it. For the angels.
For the
Testria.
angels.
And you all will distribute, and you can see the forces of Abaddon led by Verica and other formidable foes approaching the cliffs until they get to the open battlefield. And you can see Verica just eyes glued to the sword as she reaches the open, flat battlefield that we have here. And she raises her hand up and she thrusts it forward, and the army begins to rush towards the armies that you have here on the cliffs. And infantry will clash, artillery will fire, bows will be shot, hounds will howl and rush towards the enemies, and uh, war breaks out. And we are going to do some speed running of.
You mean a single
war.
roll for every single enemy attacking every single other enemy, and everybody gets to take a turn, right?
I was a little nervous.
Every single person gets to take a turn. Yep.
Can you add everyone to the initiative, please?
Yeah, we're gonna have about 600 people in the initiative order.
Let me just point 7 fans on my computer real quick before you do that.
I'd like to go first, please, before all of these people who are adjacent to me.
See you next year.
Yep. This campaign is actually lasting, another 2 years, guys. I don't know how many units I can select with this at a time, so we're just gonna try this many, and we'll see how map tool hand.
My ears.
Ding 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 ding.
I
Yeah,
have,
you guys
I
might
have-
want to like turn off your
No,
sounds.
I
No,
love
no,
that
see-
sound.
see,
Oh,
I've
I
gone
got
this
it. It's all
many-
damage. It's beautiful.
I've gone this many years without muting map tool. I will not break in the face of
Yeah.
It's a song of
400 units
damage.
taking damage. Holy
Alright.
shit.
All right, I'm gonna
That's
roll.
a
So
lot of damage.
I'm rolling 3 war damages for all units that are not PCs, and that includes enemies.
Oh, that was such a good one.
Robert, you
Yeah,
got
that-
stuck at the bottom.
That roll in particular was excellent. That one roll on that follower of Arcus 253 was solid. Let's go.
Dude, Rowan's infantry 184 took 15. 1,
I saw 15.
2.
15.
Oh,
The heck is war? What is
What?
that?
Oh, it's beautiful. Music to my ears.
What is? Oh
Music
my.
to my ears.
We're
and then-
losing. We're losing.
no, we're winning.
And then
They did pretty well, I think.
And then the Rowan's the Rentham White Cloaks are actually going to get an extra attack against these Necro Sages because they are waiting in the wings.
Yanked.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
We get
Alright.
yanked.
strategy.
They're also going to take damage though.
Uh oh.
Okay. And then we're going to move over here.
This
Oh.
is. This is.
Can't
No,
scroll up to see
no.
what that was.
No, the Boar Riders.
And steel clashes. Ooh. Ding, ding. Here, hold on. One more. And lightning bolts. Wow. Lightning bolts are fired from the followers of Azdan and fire from the followers of Orcus. The hounds bite at the dwarven riders, gnawing into the boars.
Yes.
Alright.
I don't know why this song popped into my head listening to all these rings.
Oh god. Oh no.
Mods, delete this.
It's followed along with the
And same with these guys. They're gonna get ganked by the cavalry. Which will take out
Yeah.
a bunch of guys. And then we just have to roll for these men. Oh gosh, heavy casualties on the right side. Heavy casualties. Okay.
No.
So starting on the left, we can see that actually things went okay. These guys definitely did not take 3 instances of damage. They've taken like nothing. I think they only took 1. That looks better. So looking at this side, it looks like Rowan's forces did okay. It looks like there's just actually like a lot of people just kind of didn't get hit. There's just like a lot of people alive on both sides. Seems as if you're playing the kind of like shoot pull back strategy quite well. And what we're gonna do is I'm going to remove, of course, all enemies that have perished.
Why does Brogrod have a very small shield?
Does
Or
have
zero?
shield 0, but he had
See
looks like
that?
Interesting.
It's just a paper shield that he's holding. It's to distract the enemy.
We lost Jeff.
Jeff, you couldn't handle it.
What?
That's
Lost.
your DC for map tool.
Oh, really?
You'll probably
Oh.
find out shortly.
Yep.
Yep.
There's there's
Oh
just
my
one
God.
last ping as Jeff takes damage.
And then what we're gonna do is you guys instructed the units to like pull back, and so I'm also going to remove all of the friendly units who are in the red from combat because they are going to retreat to rest up.
Retreat.
Oh, let's see how fast I can load the map a second time. Ah, it was very fast.
That's impressive because there are a lot more units on the field now.
Oh my god. I didn't think you were gonna try to delete all those at once. Madman.
It actually looks like MapTool's handling this very well, like so much
Yeah.
better than it used to.
Yeah, I haven't had any
The new map tool.
New
Also,
MapTool,
yeah,
dude.
when you count on the fact that all of the red are retreating, the right side actually got almost completely wiped. There's like 2 guys that
The allied side.
I think they may have just not taken.
I might have missed them. Well, you know what? Kudos to them. They evaded
Heroes.
damage. Yeah, by and these Rentham Knights can take like we'll give them 1 instance of damage because they like kind of flanked. Okay, so dwarves that are in the red are going to retreat. These wars are also gonna. They'll take 1 instance of damage. They're kind of far back. I'm just gonna delete them to save on space, but they didn't actually die. Don't worry. Many of the Rentham White Cloaks and the Bull Riders are making it out with their lives, getting back to the safety of some healers. Move these guys up. I'm gonna move these guys off to the side. Wow, a lot of these White Cloaks actually, they came rushing in with their horses, trying their best. But the middle group appears to be the most powerful. It has both Verica, it has Petrov, it has the Mouth of Azdan, and a Brood of Orcus. It has just like more high tier units than the other flanking lanes appear to have, which makes it quite scary.
I would say that all the lanes are quite scary. I'm scared in general.
It is quite scary. Do you guys want to figure out your initiative while I'm doing this? However,
I would like to go high up so that it's less likely that enemies go before me and then I just die.
I have
Oh,
a
I
similar
believe that.
feeling. There's significantly fewer dwarves between me and the demon horde now. In fact, there are actually no dwarves between me and the demon horde. There are like 5 dwarves off to my right.
the dwarves got kind of wrecked in war.
They fought valiantly.
They did. They did for sure.
They
Hey,
died.
Matt, how much movement would it be for somebody to climb up this tower to me?
As much as it says on the thing in ×2, because it costs 10 movement to move up 1 5-foot thing.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry,
so
as much as it says on one thing?
So it's 15 to the top, and it costs double, so 30 feet of movement to climb up there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I actually feel pretty good about occupying this position then.
Can you do anything in that position?
Yeah, I can swoop down and rain death upon these guys.
Oh,
I still
okay.
have bat attack, right? Don't I?
Oh, that's right. You can just bat
Oh, yes.
at them.
Yeah, you do still have the bat attack. Here, what I'm actually gonna do is we're gonna war a little bit more here because there are a bunch of units here. So let's see. This is like I'm gonna war for half of these guys, and then I'm gonna war for like half of these guys. and all the like Abaddon forces are shooting these like they have like these green glowing swords, and the hounds' mouths are glowing green, and whenever they attack a unit, they appear to leave some kind of like green mark on them after the attack is complete. You know what? I think I'm just gonna fight until these guys are done, just to make it simpler. So let's see. It's like 20, so we'll war once more for that many guys, and then we'll war for like this many guys. That seems good. Somehow these followers have survived pretty handily. So many of these followers of Rajuk still alive. Okay. This looks pretty good for this side. It's more manageable. Oh, here. These knights will kill these guys. We'll war twice. Alright, all these knights are gone. Knights did their job though. They actually killed all the Necro Sages on this side.
Hell yeah.
So
Okay.
horseman success.
Their sacrifice will be honored.
Indeed. And let's see, 1, 2. There's not as many guys here. So we'll do 1, 2. Alright, so 2.
Yeah, there's not many guys anymore. Holy cow.
And we'll do 1, 2. And for this half over here, we'll also do 1, 2. Okay.
We are running out of dudes.
Just think of this one. Look how many guys are just last hittable. Think about all the kills you guys can steal.
My only regret is that I asked specifically to take away the second strike, the AoE attack.
Oh yeah, right.
Wait, what did it get changed to?
That just does all of its damage at once. Before it was like Gorax does chip damage to everyone around him. Chip
Yeah.
damage again next turn.
Wow, actually, yeah, jeez. This middle area got kind of ravaged.
Help!
1,
We are completely out of allies in the middle area, though, aren't
It's
we?
literally no ground troops anymore.
Yeah, you guys. Just one guy left. 1, 2. Okay, dwarves.
Get him.
Nice.
The artillery fire is coming in clutch, just raining down as like the boar riders are keeping these guys in place. They can kind of run in, hit them a little bit, and then run away when the artillery fire comes, and so they're not getting too much friendly fire. Yeah, I know he's the only guy left. It's pretty funny. Okay, these guys clearly haven't taken damage. Okay. Should we just do it for this side too? Might as well. 2 more? Ooh. 3 more? I think Rowan's side is actually doing the best. 3. Then 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. And the battle ensues. War is waged, and this is what remains on the battlefield.
Can we name this dwarf rider? He deserves a name. He's the
Sure.
sole survivor over here. He needs a name.
Sure. What should his name be?
Brogrod, what do you think?
Volmar the Brave. It is.
He was just Volmar before, but now
Yes.
he's Volmar the Brave.
Now he's
Yeah.
Volmar the Brave. Exactly. And you know, so
Did
war
any
is
of our troops?
waged.
Sorry, yeah, continue.
Fighting breaks out across the battlefield. Spells are being slung, swords are clashing, and it looks like your forces are losing. That you've lost a lot of men, a lot of your dwarves and cavalry. Luckily, they're very fast, so as they get injured, they can retreat. But a lot of your forces are in full retreat mode right now, and the largest and most brutish of the enemies look like they still remain at very high strength. They've been basically untouched throughout the beginning parts of this war. And as the fighting was happening, you all can, kind of reposition yourselves and move along to where you think the battle would need you most. So you guys can go ahead and shuffle yourselves around and redistribute as you see fit, as these guys are going to do as well. Actually, Kalos and Hammond will stay up here. But because the dwarves have kind of lost this battle, the agent forces are going to move up and get ready for a fight.
Well, I need two two other people to be with me. Let's see. So it looks like we're already committing the a lot of the other agents outside of our immediate team over on the right side. Good, because the right side was losing before this. Maybe it's time to just go to the center. The center already has 3 people. I want to go somewhere where there's us plus one other person.
Very specific.
One other person who deals damage. I'm sorry.
Ooh,
See how it
Dunbar's not
is.
part of the cool kids
Wow.
club.
Dunbar, he didn't mean
Toxic.
Strike's kind of here.
Sure, you could go partner up with
true.
Strike and then be left behind. Go big or go
I
home.
mean, I
It's
can get the
omnipresent.
strike, but then
I would not suggest coming to me.
yeah, maybe you should come to me.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
unless unless you've got a really good reason for me to, I'm pretty happy here.
No. No.
Well, this is tough. I kind of need at least 2 other people in order for my ult to work.
I mean, can you use the? I don't remember what your ult is. But can you use the Rechka artillery guys?
Yes.
I mean, or you could go to. Wait, sorry. This is already suggested. Could you go to Shigure?
Oh, that would work. Yeah. I this way I can put my feet on the ground.
I mean, would you guys rather just fight all together in like the center area?
I say no.
Yes.
Eh.
other
I
people?
mean, that would certainly make things more straightforward, but it is kind of cool dealing with all of this. Feels like it's much bigger in scope than the previous fights we've done. Really sets it apart.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have you guys just center on the middle if you guys want to do that.
I feel like if we were doing this battle, we would stick with the party we've fought multitude of battles with, and like be in the same group because we know how we each of us fight and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that does definitely make sense.
Um,
So here's what we're gonna
We
do.
can shift these folks over if we want to occupy this space as a group.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Yes.
Let's have you guys fight in the center, and we'll have Borip will stay with you guys, and we'll have the other guys fight on the sides. I think that will end up being better. And then what I'm going to do is the center army is much more powerful, and you guys had like your dwarven forces in the center in the beginning, and they fought well. But there are more enemies coming up the cliffs, and we're gonna get this group coming at you guys.
Wait.
And
Oh, they pulled in the dinosaur man.
oh yeah, I mean, let's
Oh, they get everything.
yeah, I mean, these are for you guys. So we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna have a centralized, very strong Uber force in the center here, and then the guys on the outskirts will, the other agents and artillery and everything will fight the guys on the outskirts. But this center group will be your responsibility. And we'll kind of distribute these guys like this. Yeah. I think it makes more sense. I was gonna, do some cool like objective-based gamings with like protecting the runes and stuff, but let's just have you guys in the center. I think that will be better. And perhaps if the fights go poorly on the sides, you might have to kind of condense yourselves up here later on. But yeah, let's keep you all together. Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Initiative.
So I think we were gonna do something like strike first, thrift.
Oh yeah, strike one should be early in the initiative.
Definitely
Right
strike first, thrift one to be early, and then
I don't
maybe
necessarily
Murdoch.
need to be early now. Now that I've got other people backing me up. Although, if I'm going to be this far in front, I probably would like to be early. But you're also very close to them, so I don't know.
Yeah, but Murdoch's. Well, is Murdoch? Are you moving me or just buffing me or?
I want to turn on my my flag aura. Speaking of which, where did I put my flag? We're gonna need that token. Oh, here it is.
I was gonna say it's the bottom right because that's where most of our
Well.
other items are.
VR.
So everybody else is pretty good with where they are in the initiative order.
Yes.
Mm.
I'm just trying to think if I want to still wouldn't be up here.
What do we say the move limit of bat is?
Well, we can go with 100 for bat.
100 for bat.
Yep, and
Does,
also
does he
with
also
the
ignore
bat,
AOs?
yeah, you can ignore AOs, and the bat, you'll still do your bat roll to see if the bat can act. And then if it does, you can use the bat attack as a swift action. I have made the bat attack weaker though.
Sorry, can you say that again? I missed the. I couldn't hear the beginning of that.
No worries. So you will still, so if you open the campaign overlay,
Yeah.
you'll
I'm
still do
there.
the bat roll to see if you can act with the bat. And if you succeed, you can use one of the bat's 2 attacks as a swift action. I have made them weaker so that it's more appropriate to be a swift action.
Okay, but I can always fly bat.
Yep.
And can I do like So does that mean I can't do like move, attack, move
Correct.
with bat?
Actually, no, that's fine. You can do a drive-by if you succeed the bat roll. If you do
If
not
I
succeed
succeed,
the bat
it's all about the bat roll. Okay, it's all about the bat roll.
Yep, all about the bat roll.
And if I fail the bat roll, I can still do the bat attack just as a standard action instead of a swift.
Let's just say no because I don't think you'd ever really want to do that. Let's just say if you fail the bat roll, you can't use an attack with the bat, and if you stop with the bat, like you can't break up its movement. So if you fail
Okay.
the bat roll, bat cannot use its bat move, and you can't split up your movement.
Okay.
Okay. We usually have healers more towards the end, damage more towards the top. So how does this look for initiative for the PCs?
Terrific.
Yeah, this seems good for me.
As long as Murdoch is in the right place.
Yeah.
I would like to probably be going before Shigure because I have the sense that he's going to be leaving
Probably.
melee
Oh,
with me.
Yeah.
As soon as he,
Shigure.
yeah.
Okay. Move these guys up just one more square. Okay. Well, there's been a lot of setup, but we're here. The reinforcements are coming. There is still war being waged on either side of you as you're defending Galamark's blade. You have not seen any stealth units or anything come up to the sword yet. And you all are preparing for the battle. There are just actually too many enemies. There's more enemies than there are you, so there's enemy hype train now.
Yeah.
Enemy hype train. No.
Yeah. There's enemy elite hype train.
Yeah, enemy elite hype train. It's not great. Not great for you guys. I've also just have everyone else who's not a unique boy just at the end called army. So that's gonna
Army. I'll use the bathroom.
Well, I'm gonna speed run that a little bit for some of these guys at the beginning, but we'll see.
Army.
Is it time for us to get some passives or
No, we're gonna
figure it out as we go?
Yeah, well, we're gonna figure that out as we go.
All right.
But it is time for Verica to speak. and she's actually gonna climb up here. Well. Agents of Ascent once again. I think last time we met, you were pretending to be one of us.
No more pretending. Everything's out in the open now. Your time is limited.
Well, I would say that all of us have limited time because in the end we will all suffer the same fate. Utter annihilation by Azdan.
I don't know about you, who I'm pretty sure is going to get utterly annihilated right now. But when I do eventually get utterly annihilated by somebody, it sure as heck ain't going to be Yazdan.
We will see about that. And she's going to raise her staff to the sky. And she's going to speak in a language that actually not even Frift can understand. And
That's not a good sign.
lightning bolts will come down from the sky and connect with the tip of her staff. And you will see shadowy figures begin to form at the base of each of these lanes here until they fully form and you can see projections of 3 of the old gods, and they're like translucent, they're not fully opaque, you can like see through them, and it looks like it's almost like you're watching a movie of what's happening with these old gods right now. You can see them swinging their swords and casting spells and fighting off. You can tell it looks like they're fighting angels, and they're just kind of sitting there in combat. Looks like you're getting like a peek into what's happening in the astral plane. And you hear Ganzen shout from atop, "Look, everyone!" And behind Ganzen, you can see Azdan appear. And he is fighting Galamark. And you
Yo!
can see
Wants
the
the sword.
projections. You can see the projections of Galamark and Azdan locked in combat, and you see 3 other forms flying around Azdan, attacking him, aiding Galamark.
Oh, he doesn't stand a chance. Nobody can beat Galemark.
Wow,
This was
And
not the stealth unit that I expected.
yeah, he did teleport behind us right to the sword. We called it.
he did
Called
take
it.
right behind you. Yep.
Really glad that
And
I didn't stay up there to fight whoever teleported up there.
yeah. And again, it doesn't look like they're actually interacting with your plane at all. They're just like fighting each other. Like it's not like you can see them like kicking up dirt and stuff on top of the mountain here. And Ganzen will look up to Galamark. Now, everyone, now it is time. We must call upon the angels to aid us. Estivus, hear my call. And other agents will either close their eyes and sit in silence, or some of them you can hear Borif begin to say a prayer out loud to Yemel. Are any
And
I'll
with
say a prayer to Horus. He will give me the strength to, well, give me the strength, give Gorax the strength to carve a path through these heinous creatures that stand before us, so that we can bring calamity down upon the leaders in the back there, those who would hide behind their lackeys.
I'll reach out for Reva to keep us together as one before things fall apart.
definitely praying to Ardius to give me the strength to meet my foes in combat.
I will call upon Merrick to heal the hearts of everyone who is here or standing against these terrible otherworldly foes.
Mhm.
Brograd will call upon Turok to bless him and his dwarven brethren to help us face this oncoming force and endure what pain is to come.
And you can hear Hloin, his voice echoing across the mountains. Turok, give us the strength, give us the endurance. Fight. Let us fight with the strength of this mountain and crush our foes. And all the dwarves will yell things related to Turok as well, very loudly. They are shouting it across the plains, whereas you can see many of the individuals over on the other side of the Asians are like, just hands together in silent prayer. Dwarves not so much.
Yeah, I imagine it's some like New Zealand haka stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And just as you see the old gods pitched in combat, their projections on the battlefield, the mountains get lined with the images of the angels. And you can tell that they also are fighting. You can see them moving about, casting spells, swinging their swords at enemies all across the mountaintops. And you might have to zoom out if you're kind of zoomed in right now.
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh.
Off.
Hey, now I know why we couldn't put guys up there.
Sulaf made it.
He's a real angel, guys. He's a real angel. And you'll hear Ganson shout out, We must use the power of these angels to defeat the old gods. And we can. We are the agents of Ascent. Give us the strength, angels, to defeat these old gods as you did thousands of years ago. And if there's one person already on the assist spells, but if the rest of you draw your attention, we have a couple more assist spells that we can use this fight. Just a few.
Oh boy, let's see it.
So
Oh,
I'm gonna
wow.
go. Yeah,
Uh,
there's just a couple.
Just a few.
Just a couple. There's a few options of assist spells this fight.
Oh, Decimar.
Oh my god.
Ardius?
oh, Wahab, I love you.
Wait,
Oh God, the way
Wait,
you have one.
wait, Esther
Oh,
is
I'm
bonus
rolling
or
way
just a-
half, boys.
Oh, what have we got? Where's wait?
The cube.
Ah.
First roll cube, then roll Wahab.
Wait,
Oh
Hey, they're
my
both
who?
minor
God.
actions.
Who?
You have to sacrifice your standard action for that.
I will standard action roll cube.
Keeping that Merrick like in the tank in case anything bad happens to us. Powerful.
So how's this work? We can each cast only one assist from each angel, right? Like I can't cast Wahab every single turn.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the angels go on cooldown. So if one person uses an angel for their turn, it will go on cooldown until the start of the next initiative. So Strike, since you're first, you can actually Wahab every single turn if you just want to steal Wahab from anyone.
You would dare.
Yes, yes, I would.
Oh my God.
Think
Also,
about
wait.
the rest of our team. Think about me, who goes right after you and also wants to have every turn.
You can Wahab next initiative.
Oh
That's
my
not true. You're just gonna
God.
take it again.
Maybe. We'll see what I need.
All
I'm
right.
gonna stand next to the Auric bear. so
I'm
I
not
can
going to
get ahead
Wayhab
of
every
you.
single time. I will not Wayhab every single
Yes.
time.
Sulfur.
I will remind
using
everyone that they
zealous
can
in your
take
turn?
my story circle to get Auric.
Get one half of a Wayhab.
Yes,
Uh,
half a Wayhab.
I'd also like to say Zulfur is really, really good. But I think the way he functions, a single person can't use him every turn, right? Because if you're already zealous during your turn and then you use this to get zealous and then end your turn, like you can't be double zealous at any point in time, right?
Right.
Is that that's how those states work? So like someone could take
You-
Zulfur in a given initiative, but then someone else can take him in the next initiative. And like that's actually enforced. You can't just have one person take him every initiative.
Wait, Zulfur could totally be taken
Yeah,
every
yeah,
initiative.
you can, because you could just
You just-
use the Zealous.
Yeah, you just use your minor last.
Oh, does the zealous actually get consumed part of the way through your turn?
Yep.
Wait, does that mean that you could just gain zealous again, like if you had some other source of zealous to get even more actions?
More zeal.
Yes. Your
Yes,
actions
that
per
would,
actions could be very high.
Oh,
I mean, actions per turn.
Wait, Galamark is just so good though.
they're all very powerful.
These are so good.
I'm gonna be honest. I saw Wayhabs and I got really excited, and I didn't read a lot of the other ones right off the bat. And now I'm working my way through. These are all really good.
Yeah,
Has
there's
Uh,
that?
In
There's
the
some-
interest of time, can I begin my turn?
absolutely.
Then I will say it is time for Battle.
Oh my god.
Take his turn
Also,
away. Take
if
his
you
turn away.
wanna, if you want to use the angel thing, you click on yourself and then the A that's next to the bats in the campaign thing. It says Angel Assist. You'll click that, and it will say that you're using an Angel Assist. You have to tell me which one you're using, and then I can use it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would it be possible?
Oh.
Oh, got it.
All right.
All right.
Things are starting off strong.
We are going to swoop down here. And I'm going to bat attack these guys with Dark Wind. And that hits 2 people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oop, it's shift, not space. Meow.
Critical bat.
Critical bat. And I still have my standard action too. So I'm going to first I'm going to you know I'm gonna Wayhab first.
You wanna Wayhab? All right.
Yep.
I have a
Your turn ends. You become.
Wait,
Zelda.
no. No.
What? No. Yeah, this is the worst. This is the
This
worst.
is the worst one you could have rolled.
You actually.
Verica's up.
Do I not get my second angel assist?
You actually died.
Your turn just ends. That's what Zulfur says. Your turn ends.
Oh, Zulfur
this
has
is-
blessed me with death.
This is why Wayhab is just.
Wait,
Oh
wait,
my
wait,
God.
Wait, I have can Wayhab roll an angel that's already been rolled during this initiative?
Yes,
Beautiful.
yes. Wayhab exists outside of the
Oh.
cooldown.
It's beautiful.
There's no way to play around it. Wait, is Zulfur now unavailable for other people to take?
No, again,
No, that's
Wayhab,
what he just said.
okay.
Yeah.
like Wayhab rolls like a random effect, but like it's still him doing it. Like Wayhab is the one who
Okay,
made him
okay.
like zealous. He didn't like call upon Zulfur to do it. It's coming from Wayhab.
Oh my god.
Good lord, I
a-
didn't consider that. I just
disaster.
threw so hard.
Welcome to
Oh my
Wayhab.
god.
Okay, I guess see you guys next session. All of my turns are now done.
All right. Verica is going to create 3 Azdan statues.
Classic, yeah. Sacrifice some health to these statues, these draining statues. Hate them.
Yep. And
Oh, it
so
does
we've got-
happen now. Okay.
Yep, it happens now. So we've got 10 HP total. It needs to
Wait,
be
wait, why did it jump from?
Wait, what is
Oh,
going
1d6. It's not 1. I thought it was 1 devotion. It's 1d6 devotion. Dang.
Yep. So we have 10 HP that needs
Oh,
to be sacrificed
God.
among PCs.
Uh,
These can be destroyed by a swift action if you're next to one.
Give it
Not
to
me. Anybody but me.
Give it to me.
Dunbar. All right. Dunbar. Take
I've got
10,
health to spare.
10 true damage. And then Verica is too far away, so she'll pass. Say, these statues will soon enough litter the ground all over Testria. Our one true ruler. You think these angels can save you? They can't.
Hmm. You know what? We've already used a Wayhab, so I'd like to
Mm.
use.
I mean, you know what? If you guys really,
no, no,
let's
no, no,
say-
no, 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 no. Okay.
We should encourage diversity. It's good.
I want to get Galamark here if he has the time. If he has the time. I know he's a little busy.
all right, yeah. Frift calls upon Galamark, and you can see
Oh yes.
Galamark as he's like fighting Azdan, and he doesn't have his sword, so he's literally like punching Azdan with his fists and like kicking
Hell
him.
yeah.
And you can see him pause for a moment, and he points his finger down at Frift, and Frift glows this brilliant white light. And Frift, you gained 2 power. Oh no, I have to actually click the button. 2 power.
Right? Yeah. Listen. I know I said that I would call on Oris. He's fist fighting Azdan. What do you want from me? All right. I am easily swayed. And I am going to go after. Well. I'm gonna have my associate get in the midst. Oh, you can't do that.
Well, yeah. There is a way to finish off enemies.
Well, I do technically have to move up here. And am I close enough? I don't think I'm close enough. Unless, oh, I am. I'll show them that I'm not afraid. I can't. I can't get close enough.
Oh no.
I know that Murdoch actually worked really hard to get this flag next to us.
What are you trying to do?
I was gonna
Wait,
swift
what
steal this guy, but I realized I can't do that from Gordax. It has to move me.
We take the story circle.
Wait, huge. I'm doing it.
Wait.
Big plays.
Oh.
I forgot the story
Come on.
circle is a swift action.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
is?
Yeah. Wait. You can move up, swift, steal the guy, and then teleport back to the bear.
Wait, can I swift steal even though I already used the other Auric?
Yeah, Swift Steal is a swift action.
Okay,
What?
do that, and then I'll story circle back up.
What actually just? You just swift stealed someone for 12 damage.
Strong.
Crit-
Yeah, it's insane. He crit, and he's got +2 power from Gilgamark.
All right, I'm good.
All right, Petrov is up. We'll get his passive. Where is this? Is this it? Yeah.
Unpar.
Cool.
He's gonna full move.
He's gonna one shot Ella.
Oh god, it's enemy hype train. All right, this is another fun one where we get to see who wants this. So Dreco goes up, and again he's this like just a blob of like slime that's just kind of like bubbling and rolling over itself as he moves, and he starts to whisper something. It just sounds like hisses. It's totally intelligible, um, and it's very quiet in the beginning, and it becomes this really sharp, high-pitched sound that 2 of you will hear inside of your head. So 2 of you, and I think we'll have you guys choose. I think that's fine. 2 of you will roll a 1d6, and you will have equal chances to roll any of these states.
Oh. Hmm.
I think somebody other than me should do
That-
this because
yep,
the
probably
negative ones
decent
are worse
idea.
for me, and I already have zealous, so the positive ones are also worse for me.
I will take one.
All right. And who
Could be.
else? All right. We've got Shigure and Dunbar.
Oh, yeah.
Well, those are some nice. Oh, okay. It's one roll, right? They didn't just both happen to roll feared.
That's actually a good question. Let's see.
I mean, I guess maybe they just happen to roll the same thing. It's 1 in 6. Whatever the first guy rolls is the same
Yeah,
thing the
no,
second guy rolls.
they
Oh,
can be
no.
different.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Well, that's
Although that one was also weird how it was like 2 and 2. Strange.
eh.
And he will
Well.
basically attack each of you guys. I was literally like, I shouldn't do this at the same time in case he rolls an AOO,
Oh.
but like, what are the chances?
Wow. I get to bonk. This is the only time I ever hit somebody.
Yeah, you can return
is
fire
Draco?
and bonk Draco. He's gonna shoot out a void bolt at you guys.
Bonk. Oh.
Big bonk.
Wait. Oh, yeah.
Wait, does he? Hmm.
It's the health bar
Wait,
thing.
We have an amount of damage to deal.
And then Shigure.
I also get to auto.
Yeah.
Alright.
Go for it.
Oh. For a second, I was really confused because I was like, something's missing here, and I realized I never reopened my overlays when it crashed. But here we
Always
go.
happens first login.
I'd like to see what. I guess I could see it on my own. Is it gonna mess things up if I go and look at other characters' overlays?
No, I would just do window overlays and turn yours off, and then turn the other person's on. Like just
Alright.
just like uncheck it, because they're like arranged in a certain order, so like you might not be able to see it depending on the order
Okay.
of things.
'Cause I haven't
Alright.
seen everyone's icons yet, so.
Mhm. There. Yeah, it's cool. Brogrod is up.
All right. Let's start shooting.
Hmm.
With
So
the boys.
anyways,
All right. Oh, I
I'm
should
gonna move these guys over here.
re-roll my rune.
Oh yeah. Did you call? Ooh,
Aye.
spicy meatball rune.
Nice. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna runic bullet on these two annihilation wraiths in front of me. Yeah.
Yikes.
Maybe they need physical damage. You know.
You know, they're slowed now. They basically lost their turns, right? They
Yeah.
probably don't have.
Pretty good.
All right, and I am going to call on an angel assist as well.
Ho ho ho.
I click this angel assist button.
Yep. Who would you like,
Nice.
Brogrod?
Well, I think hearing the chants around the battlefield of my fellow dwarf brethren, haven't heard in a while. You know, been partying with a whole bunch of non-dwarves. You know.
Wow.
So
No.
Wow.
I'm just saying, like you guys don't go as hard, and that's okay. Still love you, but get me fired up. And now, you know, with the chance for Turok, I'm all in there too. You know, Turok, we endure anything.
You want the Turok?
And
Or-
no.
Yep.
Because we endure
yep.
anything, and I'm going to call upon Poriel,
Oh.
and I'm going to
Poriel.
shelter and tenacious
Uh-huh.
strike,
Oh,
Oh.
Frift, and Ella.
Okay, big plays.
Oh, that is.
sorry.
that is hype.
Never mind.
Show me what you got.
Okay. Nice use of the angel right there.
And that's it for me.
All right. Obuk is up.
Obuk.
Oh, boo.
And
Oh.
and he's gonna come up here, and he is going to grab one of these necro sages and consume him.
Oh,
Can you roll a d46 for my bounty?
Oh my
is
god!
that actually the
Strike, choose a bounty. All right. Congratulations. It happened to roll on that, man.
Wow, the odds are ever in my favor.
All right. And that's Obuk's turn. Turor is up.
uh,
He's going to move 60 feet.
so does Strike also not like make AOs while he's on his bat? He's just
So he actually does make AOs. However, when you go to make an AOO against Turor, you strike him as he's as he's like running by you, and your blade just glades off of his
smart.
armor.
I told you I was scared of that one.
That is
Huh.
his passive.
You know,
You sure
sounds about right.
gonna move you apply state? Okay.
That man is
you know-
not going anywhere.
This looks like a like physical guy. Okay.
I'll show you his other passive too, because it's going to be impossible to kind of like see anyway. So he has both.
Oh, that's cool. I guess. I guess we were just gonna be like marginally confused at some point, and I was gonna think that
Yeah.
I had remembered something wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good to know. Okay. Let's use this.
All on the first turn. Love to see it.
There are a lot of guys. We need
Yeah,
more
no, it's
action.
good. Yeah, it is good. It's
Need
strong.
more actions.
We like to see that.
And also get us.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's now here. Oh, do I have am I supposed to have 4 Auric? Like, don't we normally start with 3? Where did I get
I started
the
with
extra
2.
one?
You guys reset your spells?
Yeah,
Thought
if you
I
didn't
did.
if
Did
you
I
didn't reset,
forget to reset my spells?
Well, it looks like you have all your mana and stuff, so we can just do this.
Yeah. I don't know. I
Can I reset my cells and then just lose 2 mana, 2 auric, please? Because I think I only reset my HP, not my spells.
Yeah, go for it.
Huh. Well, anyway. That'll actually just conclude my turn.
Thank you.
All right. The Mouth of Azdan is up. If you guys remember, you fought this in the very first fight of the entire campaign, and you recognize him from that graveyard. Where you went when the agents were just
I do
forming.
actually recognize him.
Yeah, the first fight you guys went out together on as the agents, you met one of these things.
Huh.
And his passive. Give me your auric.
No. My auric.
Yeah.
Ideally, I'd like to hold on to 2 of mine, but I could probably give up 1.
I'm fine with giving up 2.
I'll take 2. I'll take 3.
I think you only
Wait,
need 2. If you're
okay.
doing
No,
two,
we only need 2. Easy there.
Murdoch's
We
doing
choose
one.
to sacrifice 6, though.
Oh, Murdoch is taking 1. Okay.
I'm not very good at generating auric, so like I only even numbers are good for me.
And he'll wait to move up for the rest of his army. So Shigure's turn.
All right. Let's pop off.
Ooh, we like to hear it. Mom and Papa John's. Shigure and Papa John's.
Let me quickly. No. I know what to do. I know what to do. Okay. This one. This one. Ooh. Oh. Cancel. There we go.
Oh, also another ult on turn 1. Let's go, baby.
Okay. So.
Oh, this guy's dead.
Have we seen this ult before?
Yes, although you might not necessarily have been there for it.
What does the aura of Artius do?
So I get Fury and Focus, like
Ooh.
both sides of my abilities. Oh, actually, I'm gonna step. Oh, actually, wait, I was here. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. And let's see. I am going to. Oh, actually, okay, yeah. And now I will Angel, and you can give me the Ardius one, and I'll become deadly.
All right. Deadly. Okay.
And then me and this guy will basic attack each other. I can't tell. Am I? Oh yeah, there is a deadly under there.
Yeah, you like this guy?
Yep.
Okay. All right. He'll go first. Why not?
Later.
All
First
right.
blood.
So that's still a minor action. I still have 2 standard actions. And so I will.
Should have put my bounty on that guy.
Hit both of those guys. And push them, yeah, into the.
You get to, oh, Brick did get a kill. Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot to get mine earlier.
I'll get mine
Forgot
as
that you
well.
killed the guy. It was not first.
And then, let's see, I moved, so the only way to get closer is to do this. Pop.
Oh my.
All
Big
right.
shields, big damage.
Oh yeah, and I still have
Your ult, Swift, right?
yeah, I still have one thing to throw. Oh, it's got 30-foot range. Okay, sick. And I'm gonna throw that at. Yeah, I'm gonna throw that at Verica. I can reach her. Pop. Okay.
Reduce my defense.
And yeah, I think that's a full turn.
Ooh.
And I
All
got
right.
a second kill.
That was
Ready?
that was the turn when some stuff happened.
Yeah, that was pretty damn good. All right, Rajuk's Scripture Keeper is up. Guess what? Similar to the Mouth of Azdan, but this time you're sacrificing HP. Who would like to sacrifice 30 HP? Or you guys can divide it.
I can sack however much HP this regen is going to give. Isn't it like level HP?
Yeah.
So I could sack like 6. I'll sacrifice like 10 HP, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I can toss an HP as well. I'm not currently heavily engaged, and I have a bunch of health.
All right. You want to do
So
10 as well?
sure.
More.
How do I
10 left.
receive true damage?
I got you. So 10 left. Oh well.
Ella?
Brogard's got shelter on 3 people right now.
Hey, oh,
He's gonna
I'll
be
take the
taking some
rest.
damage.
I'll
Alright.
take 16.
You don't do
Whatever it
10. I
is.
just consumed his regen. Or
Okay.
the other 6 or whatever. Okay, great. And that's Dunbar's turn.
Oh, does he not make a? Oh, I guess he can't. Okay.
Yeah,
He's not in
he's
range of
just
anybody.
chilling. Oh, actually, no, he is. He can hit. Oh my god, what? Hold on. Give me 1 sec. He's gonna hit Strike's bat. Keep forgetting that Strike is is like an ally because he's got like the elite health bar thing.
Yes,
Wait, you didn't shelter my bat?
He's gonna hit the bat. All right, Dunbar.
Oh,
if a bat is killed, does the bat
Yes.
rider like immediately die or something?
No, he just dismounts.
Okay.
Also, my bat will be downed, not killed.
I feel you within me, so please show your presence and support the others. And Dunbar will call on Reva to provide advantage for Brogrod, Shigure, Frift, and Strike.
Okay.
And then Dunbar will say, Verica, you are not above us, you demon. Come down here and face us.
Oh, yes.
You demon. Oh. Yoink. Where do you want her?
Yeah, right here.
All right.
Shigure, do you wanna block her off or no? I can move you if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I will go
Oh,
to
she's
the
gonna have a
side.
bad time.
Oh God, Verica.
And then I will.
I'm just gonna
use
give
a
these
comfort.
things.
Use
Oh,
a comfort
well, that
stack
looks weird, but
on myself. So that's standard minor move. I am good.
okay. You are good. That was well done. All right, this brute of Orcus. Well, guess whose will is coming up? Sacrifice 5
Jeez.
power.
That sucks.
Oh no.
Actually, here that should actually say 3. 3 power. 3 power.
Well, I do make less use of my power than most people do, so I could probably give some up. I mean, I honestly could probably take the whole 3.
Is anyone else gonna volunteer?
I mean, he said it.
All
I'm
right.
made of
Is it
power.
possible for your power to go negative? Can I just tank this guy forever?
Oh my god.
I agree. Oh my god.
No. We'll say that that's not possible.
Your
Once it hits
sacrifice
0,
is
it's 0.
appreciated, though, Murdoch.
Yeah.
Yep, this guy's pretty dangerous. And then he is going to hammer Strike's bat. Oh, okay. Strike, you can go ahead and take that attack of opportunity against this guy.
The benefits of having a 2x2 token.
Against which guy? Sorry. Okay.
More
And
AOs.
I make it. The bat doesn't make it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do you.
Okay.
Nice. Get some Oric.
Crit. Hey, that took my zealous.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it back to you. Also, his HP didn't actually move.
Oh yeah, I need to gain.
I mean, he's a cheater.
I need to gain a story sack at the end of my turn.
He's got a regen. He's got super regen.
Should be at
Don't worry about putting the zealous back on me in case I'm going to take more AOs. I'll just remember at the beginning of my turn.
I mean, it's fine. It takes 2
Okay.
seconds. Okay. That's that guy. Now it's time for Mal's will. Again, that should say 3. Sorry. 3 mana.
I can sacrifice. I can sacrifice 1 mana.
Okay.
Oh, I will give.
I'll sack 1 mana.
I'll sack 1 as well.
Okay, there we go.
Where's the mana sacking ability?
I got you.
Yeah, Matt's handling our
I'm on it.
sacrifices.
Yeah.
That was only 3.
It should say 3. But both of
okay.
him and the other guy should say 3.
That's so much.
Let's see. So not really sure. Rika sounds like. So nothing's gonna happen if I attack Turar, right? Nothing bad.
If you what?
If I attack Turar, to the
Not that you
unshakable.
know of.
Okay.
It is worth noting you can't apply states to him, so I don't think he'll get poisoned.
Yeah, he cannot get venom.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Poison to Rika. Oh wait, strike go first? No. Alright, good. This ability on this person.
Oh no!
Nice.
That
Uh-oh.
will hit
No.
Brogrod. Is it the shelter?
Fire bolted.
Firebolt.
Firebolts. And yeah. Done.
I'm a troll. You're actually a huge troll.
Oh my god, that's too funny. Alright, these guys can only move 10 feet. So slow. These guys are going to full move up to Brogrod. Some hounds will move into place. These guys will move into place. These hounds will full move. These hounds will actually end up getting a couple bites off.
Let
Oh
the
my
dogs go.
gosh.
All right.
Chagray actually has already had 2 AOOs this fight. He's too quick. Yeah. He's already generated 2 free auric on enemy turns. He's too powerful. And then well he won't get an AO here, surely.
Surely.
And then these guys will all moving on up.
Morbid.
Yep, we're moving on up. Strike. Oh, I once again forgot to attack Strike's bat a bunch because forgot to attack him once. All right, Strike is up. He managed to survive.
He made it.
Yeah, thanks to all of my benefactors. I love you all. Also, I now have learned my lesson. No more Wahab for me. I'm swearing off Wahab. I instead choose
Say
Galemark.
cube, I'm leaving. Okay.
This is like the guaranteed cube. This is
Yes.
It's literally guaranteed cube.
Yep.
Yep.
And Galemark again, as he's fighting, Azdan will point down to Strike, and Strike will be imbued with power.
Heck yeah, I will. So we're gonna fly over here. Then we're going to Bat Blast.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I think that took my Zealous again.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I ideally don't want to push that guy.
You don't have to push him if you don't want to.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just leave them where they are.
Okay.
And then I will use my Zealous on this guy. Boom. Which gives me my bounty.
Nice.
You're gonna roll the D40.
Strike, you may choose one of these men to have your bounty. Or
one of these guys here.
you
Okay,
can
that's
have one
fair.
of these guys, or you can have any enemy that is adjacent to an ally that's not you.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I'll take this guy here.
Okay.
And then I'll use my standard action to what? What do you mean I don't have? Interesting. Hey, and job's done.
All right, nice turns. All right, Verica is going to gain 1 venom. And at the beginning of her turn, we didn't forget about these statues.
Ah,
Wait.
So these
Perfect.
statues are now
Yes.
dealing
Yes.
25 damage.
what the?
Not coming out the way I wanted
What is
to.
this?
Story
I'm just
circle.
keeping a note about the story circle.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Oh.
I was
Um,
like,
also-
not looking great, but it's there.
I was
Matt,
like, okay, hourglass, sword, shield, rune,
Yeah.
Rune.
Matt, for my bounties, you can just like pretend randomly roll them and just choose any enemy that's adjacent to one of our allies. That's fine with me. Like,
All right, sounds good.
you don't have to roll the die. That'd take too long. I'll just leave it up to you. You can be the randomness.
All right, that sounds good. I was kind of first guy
Thank
kind
you.
of
Sorry,
pops into my
help me
head.
delete that ugliness real quick.
No worries. Yeah, good idea to remind people though. So 25 HP. We need sacrifice between PCs. These statues are ramping up.
I'll take 5.
give me 5 too.
I'll take another 10.
Okay, 5 more.
How much is left? 5? I'll take it.
All right, nice. I like
I
it.
think I'm about to gain some health.
Like these quick decisions, really well done. All right, and then Verica is going to.
Provoking AOO, provoking AOO.
She's going to use Gift of Scythes, and she's going to summon a scythe
Oh, that sounds terrifying.
in the hand of these two.
Oh.
Oh, it's actually 4 targets. Oops.
Merry Christmas! I have a gift for you.
It's
Yes.
a sight.
It's all scythes.
Yep. And I guess she's gonna stay put. She's looking uncomfortable. Stupid bear dragging me down here. You'll regret that. And Fritz is up.
Yeah, hey, don't look at the bear. Look over here.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
What's 1?
Uh-oh.
You're next.
Say demons.
Oh,
Oh, that's Chungus.
holy moly. It's the Murdoch juice.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
Frank, I was meaning to miscalculated. Is that okay? You
Yeah,
there?
it's fine. Yeah, it's
All
fine.
right. Then my other action, I'm gonna climb up on top of him.
Oh god. Alright, so now Murdoch, you cannot give him bonus power
Yeah.
while he's in that
That's
state.
Yep.
It breaks the
Uh,
game. Literally.
And take another swing.
Well, I guess her elite bar is getting popped on
Yep.
on turn 2.
Thanks, Dunbar.
Which isn't actually that great for you guys. So her elite bar gets popped, and she has this giant axe slash across her chest. You will feel the power of Azdan. No one can escape annihilation. He is the strongest entity that the multiverse has ever seen and will ever see. He is the god among gods.
Oh.
God.
Oh, gross. Wait, this is the worst.
And you all
This is-
feel your auric abilities are totally sapped. You lose connection with
Oh,
the
no.
angels.
Sup?
Mm.
Listen, I didn't know what was going to happen.
No, I didn't either.
I still think. Wait, can I take the story circle when I'm on Gorax? Just take both of us?
Sure.
Or am I too heavy?
No, sure.
Huh.
Quarks can hear a story.
What? Circle
Welcome.
over here.
Oh,
We were like, I was on him like a diagonal, whatever. You know what I mean? All right. I'm good.
All right.
I've got some nice Ordic bank to use next turn after you guys totally definitely kill her so that I can use it. Where you going, buddy? Where you going, buddy?
Oh my God,
I
where's
was
he
gonna full
going?
move.
Wait, where is he going?
Mr. Petrov.
All right.
All right.
You hear?
Draco is up. Who wants the voice dice? Who wants to hear auditory hallucinations?
I love hallucinations. Hit me up.
All right.
Tonight,
Strike is
so you
one
can
of
hit
them.
me too.
Strike and
Strike
Dunbar.
seeks out hallucinations.
Well, he also has tenacious, which is
I
pretty
mean,
good
Dunbar
against
definitely
hallucinations.
does.
Oh
my
god, I
God.
got zealous.
Oh
That's
my
the good
God.
shit.
Good shit.
Dunbar.
Big wins.
Dunbar hears a voice in his head. You're so cool. Keep it up. Get him.
Strike hears a voice in his head. You're
God.
on fire.
Yes, exactly.
Two different kinds of you're on fire.
And we're gonna go ahead and what's this? Yeah, and we're gonna do this. 4 more voice dice.
Oh. Am I feeling lucky?
Highly
Wait,
recommend.
can I take another
people
one?
I
with-
do it. I got it.
Oh
What were
wait,
you
sorry.
gonna
Question.
Yeah.
Can one person roll multiple dice?
Not
No.
the way that's worded.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Can I have another die then?
Yep. So I got Strike, Ella.
Yeah, highly recommend people with tenacious take them.
Y'all want
Also,
for it?
people who don't already have zealous.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take one.
Okay.
Wait, speaking of,
Uh,
why am I zealous?
And I can take the last one. Whatever. I'll gamble.
You get zealous from the flag first.
Yeah, but then I
Oh.
used it. Like
I probably
I
shouldn't
cast
remove it.
my. Yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to be zealous. Like I used my standard action to cast my ult.
Oh,
My flag gave me
wi-
zealous. Then I used my second standard action to empower you.
Will
Can I hear that thing with
Yep.
the?
Will my fear my bat too?
Yeah.
Just jump off the bat.
Do you want to
Okay.
block the fear or no?
Nope. Keep the
Okay.
fear. Since we
So-
don't take AOs, I'm not worried at all.
So first block turns, you will take an AOO from Draco, which will actually just go to Brogrod.
Don't I not take AOs?
Just
Oh
from
wait.
like moving, not from
Yeah,
like,
yeah, not from
it's
flying.
different from like the fear,
Yeah, that's fair.
which will hit Brogrod.
how much damage does poison do?
Level, so I think 6 right now.
I'll keep mine.
Keep the poison
Yeah, I'll keep the poison.
for now.
It doesn't go away, right?
No, it will not go away. You can decide at the start of your turn. You don't have to make a decision now.
Yeah.
Brogrod. Wait, these guys are no longer slowed. Forgot to take that off of them. Danielson? You're up.
I thought this was America.
Took me a little bit there. Longer than
It's
it should have.
it's a slow burner.
Ooh, he's dancing. Happy feet. He's backing up. Shot. Make sure you unselect the guys. I think you had the hound still selected. It is. Yeah. 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 Just so it'll like reroll your rune each time, you know.
Wait, does that cost Auric? Yeah. It's not just the angels, it's anything.
Anything that uses auric can't do it. Can't even use the sledge.
You can use a potion.
You may have a sip.
That fear actually ruined it. He's coming.
Oh, here they come.
He's gonna eat one of these followers.
So
He's done.
obviously something is gonna happen here. I bet it happens when we break his elite bar.
Alright. I'm gonna come up to Ella.
I don't like being surrounded by enemies.
I made the right choice not attacking the big guy, probably. Maybe.
Whoa.
I silenced everyone. Ella's getting killed by a bull.
Yeah, she is getting killed
No,
by a bull.
no regret.
Hold on, I need to, the macro's not working. Give me 1 second.
And this guy is unstoppable BTW. So he was probably gonna get there anyways.
Yeah, so he's over here and he's gonna start doing the bull thing where he's just digging his hoof into the ground, readying for a charge. And then he will break into full sprint, horns down, head down, running at Ella.
Alright, can I see the one shot?
Huh.
And then after that, he will move 30 feet.
Oh, the 1v1.
Murdoch is up.
Well, shit. This is not strictly ideal. Huh. We're in a little bit of a bind. Okay. We're gonna move up to here.
All right.
We're gonna. So you can become zealous on your same turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna start us off with. I have less power than I used to.
Rip.
What? Oh, I didn't have myself. That. Except that out. But we're also going to use. Oh wait, did that actually work the way I thought it worked? Why don't I know my own spell list? Yeah, okay. Get it. 1, 2.
Oh.
I'm going to teleport onto the bat.
Oh baby.
Wait, did I just move
Hold on,
strike?
hold on. All right.
Get out of me.
Did I fall under the bat? Strike fall under the bat? Something went wrong.
What'd you do with strike?
Where is strike?
Where'd you put me?
I don't understand.
Oh,
I
he's
I
here,
put
here.
myself on the bat and then where's strike? What happened? How did strike get over there?
It's because you had
Yeah,
both
what-
yourself selected, and then you dragged yourself and strike, then got
Oh
dragged.
my god. Okay, very cool.
Jesus.
And I'm also going to reinvigorate myself with my second banner activation and use that to empower strike some more.
Okay, wait, you get. Okay.
I appear to have crit.
Wow.
What?
All right, strike.
And I will say, strike. That foul demon is suppressing all of our abilities. You know what you have to do.
I
Plus
do.
40
Where's
bonus
strike?
power.
These
I
two
get
are
to him?
they're
Oh
flying in on their
my
freaking
lord.
bat.
That is quite far away from me.
Little
You
bit.
are no man's land right now.
Your ISO with terror.
I was hoping I could maybe add some bonus power onto that one.
Yes.
Are you done, Murdoch?
Yes, that is my turn. And that is the last turn of my ult. I'm using my gas as fast as I can. Oh, I guess maybe I'll also drink a potion.
All right, the
My-
mouth of Azdan is gonna move up, and he's gonna go ahead and
Critical potion.
chronic bolt onto the bat.
All right.
Strike is up. He will take poison damage.
Yep.
Very important bat roll here.
Wait, is this
Oh.
strike or Shigure?
Oh,
You
I
just said
Yeah.
strike.
Oh, sorry. Good thing it's not my turn too, because I missed that bat roll.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
my bad. Shigure is up.
Okay.
Ooh, I got the unlucky dice out of there.
Yeah.
Can I? I'm gonna use my A3. Can I get a deadly?
Yeah. Shigure is going for broke, baby.
Do it.
Shigure is popping off.
Go, dude.
All right. Yep. This one. Pop. Okay.
What? Wait,
And then
what just happened?
the
Shigure's
other
popping off.
What just happened?
Go, baby!
Holy crap!
the
That's
other
a pop off.
state is blink, and so I'm going to
Oh my god, he's actually popping off.
What an absolute unit.
blink here. All right, and then I'm going to get my second strike on both of those guys.
Oh my god.
Crit! Push that.
Yeah, and I mean, that guy can't really get pushed, but yeah. Or yeah, sure, if he can go through them.
Yeah,
And then I will swift action to destroy this statue.
wow.
And then I will take my movement to run down here and destroy this statue.
Oh my god, Sugar is actually out of control right now.
Nice.
Um,
What a beast.
Holy
and
crap.
I think that's a full turn.
Do you still have your swift action of your ultimate?
Oh, I do. I can use that before I moved. I can just try and snipe off this guy, and I'll get it.
He's unstoppable.
Success.
Oh my, that was a sick turn.
That was a turn.
And you got the
Oh.
layup right here.
Yeah, that was really something.
That was big
All
gun.
right, this scripture keeper sees Shigure popping off.
I'm destroying all the scriptures.
Yeah, like what the heck?
Nice job.
He's gonna
Mr.
move up
Keeper.
to you, and he is going to summon a fireball to his hand and then throw it at Shigure in melee. What?
I saw my health bar move, but nothing in chat. At least I think so.
Fire.
Yeah. Me
Yeah.
too. Well, it's supposed to set you on fire. Weird.
Oh yeah, actually, I think maybe Dana, if you weren't here the first time I used my ult, to accommodate all these extra actions, when I use my ult, I take the form of Ardius and get some extra arms. Actually, wait,
Oh,
does Ardius just have 3 arms?
You gotta have 4.
Wait,
right?
yeah. What kind of person is
I
an
think he has
odd number
3.
of
Oh
arms?
no, it's 4. It's 4.
Yeah, it's 4.
I couldn't see the class hands. Yeah, so I get an extra set of arms that help me do all my combat actions. And after this turn, my this red aura and this red glowing pair of extra arms will fade away because my ult is also over.
Which one of these guys is taking away our power?
This one.
He's not even an elite.
No, the guys who are taking away stuff aren't even elites. None of them are. Well, except the Azdan.
Wow. Wait, which one is he taking away? There are a lot of enemies.
Bonk.
Oh,
Wait, should I bonk again? Bonk.
double bonk?
And I don't get the kill? Beautiful. That's good. That's good. I don't want kills.
Oh.
Yeah, you like that?
Wait, why aren't we building carry bonk?
Yo, so I'm just bonking. I can't use my auric. Okay. Turns done. I gain a story stack.
Wow. All right, the brute is up. You will notice that they're not draining your stuff this turn.
Oh, they have better things to do, I guess.
We are going to use
Uh-oh.
brush armor, and it will hit Brogrod. Who is sheltering Brogrod?
Oh, that's me. I'm
Alright, so
sheltering
this is just-
Brogrod, and Brogrod is sheltering someone else.
All right, so
Me.
this
He's
is
just gonna hit me
actually
twice.
they're just gonna hit you twice, which I guess is actually pretty good because it applies a state. So,
It's,
although I guess it like hit you applied vulnerable. Well, whatever.
oh, well.
You actually got the no.
Yeah, I got the value from my bolster on the first one,
Yeah.
and then I got vulnerable from the second one.
All right. Well, he'll smack you as you're riding the bat. And then it's Mal's Terror Claw is up.
I had a lot of rain. He hit Brogrod from way over here.
He hit Strike, who would hit Brogrod.
Oh my. Okay.
There's a lot of sheltering going on here. All right, we're gonna
Spooky.
hit the bat again. God damn it. All right, Ella is
Poor
up.
Ella.
Do you want to cleanse the poison?
Yes.
All right.
When I use my spirit shield, can I put all 3 venom stacks on the Turor?
You could, but he's invulnerable to states. So you
True.
can't on him.
Well. Hmm. Well then, this is a problem.
Yeah.
I'm going
A little
to.
shimmy. Shimmy around the bull.
See dough.
Wait. Yeah. Can I like?
Can I
Are you-
leave?
Yeah, are you gonna take the AOO?
Are you gonna snipe?
I don't know.
Are you trying to snipe Verica for the KS?
I don't do that much
Oh.
damage.
Oh my god.
That's what you think. But if Dunbar deals damage, you deal damage. You guys are just strong right
Yeah,
now.
we are late in the campaign. We have 10 levels of power.
I guess I'll
Do
just
we actually have
move
10 levels of
to
power? We level 10?
here.
You're level 6.
Oh,
But
we
some of
just
you,
never.
I think, have 10 power or something because of the bonus power and stuff.
Or 7.
Yeah, I
You're
guess I
testing
go
it.
there. I'm just gonna top myself off. I don't think I can do anything else.
All right. The army is up.
Oh yeah, bring it.
Annihilation. What is that?
No one has been annihilated yet, although
Oh. Guess.
Uh-oh.
we're about to.
Never ask questions like "What is annihilation?" You won't like the answers.
What's our time plan?
Soon-ish. Yeah,
Oh,
like
wow.
either stopping like right after this or doing one more.
Battle was so cool. I sort of completely forgot about the fact that time passes.
Whoa. Strike, you can hit this guy.
Take him
Oh
out.
no! Can I choose not to?
Yes.
Okay, I choose not to.
Wait. Oh yeah.
Wait. Can Murdoch take it instead?
Yeah, you know what? Since
'Cause he's
Murdoch's
on the
on the
bat?
bat, sure. You can go for
Oh
it, Murdoch.
boy. Let's do it.
Get the kill, Murdoch.
I'm gonna
Bat-
bat him a question. Where's the bat attacks again?
No.
No, it's you.
Just
you.
do you attack.
Oh, it's just me. Okay.
Kirk Valley?
Hiya!
Oh yeah, let's go.
I gave that one to you.
Oh.
Spoon fed.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a pole arm. You can hit someone off the side of something with that.
Bad.
All right. Here, this guy takes a blaze damage. These guys are gonna claw. Huh. Did that not consume the annihilation? Hold on.
Didn't look like it.
Huh. Weird. Let me check that macro. What? Oh, that's why. All right. Brogrod gets hit a couple times, smacked around a little bit. And the enemies are moving up. Just a little bit. Moving up a little bit. All right. Do we think it's a good time to stop now?
I would appreciate stopping now. I do have
Yeah.
work in the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's just stop. It's a good time to stop. We got a couple of rounds in there. Things are exciting.